imagine it like doing the whole scene from The Godfather with Amber Heard like sneaking around the compound or whatever, and then like opening the door in the dark
to
and
get
just,
in
like,
so she can shit in the bed. Oh man, yeah. Honestly,
It amazes me that people still defend her.
yeah, that shit was weird, man. That shit was wild.
Mm-hmm. I think it was. I think there was. I don't even think that it mattered.
Who's like, oh, do you want to lead it?
Oh yeah. I don't think it was so much that anyone believed Amber Heard. I think it was a genuine sense of horror on people in the Me Too movement to like see how indefensible this case was and be like, Amber, come on! Like, don't just like validate these arguments about like.
I totally feel like I've seen people that still outright like.
Oh, for sure,
like,
they're still.
She's a good person.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly, Amber Heard did nothing wrong or something like that. Like it was trending on Twitter like after the trial thing. Or something.
I don't know. I just feel like there was a lot of investment.
I think that's also true.
I feel like there was a lot of investment in it because they were like, she needs to be right. Otherwise, it's like this very public, high-profile thing of like, oh, here's this woman lying about me.
Right. Yeah, people are. There's definitely people that were afraid of how that would have effects on other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can I afford to trust a man I have never met? But the true question you must ask is.
Just chewing the scenery.
He's so good.
Mm-hmm.
All of the villain characters.
Yeah, they knocked them all out except one.
Which one were you gonna say? Oh well, yeah. Right, that's true. Granted, she's barely in it.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Oh no, it's for a good reason. I wonder if she was going to be in it more until they got her.
Until they got the voice acting, they're like, oh shit, we wasted our money.
Right.
It's just so. I mean, it really is like, just like the Saturday morning cartoon supervillain.
It is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then in the like context of the like insane ultra violence of Mortal Kombat on top of it.
We both feel the pull of Liu Kang's leash.
Once Outworld rules Earthrealm, you will be free to remake the Lin Kuei in any manner you see fit.
Bihan, don't listen. We must stop them, not silence Kuei Liang. Brother, obey your Grandmaster.
He sounded like a bad guy from the second he shows up.
Yeah.
He didn't even kind of sound like a good guy.
I mean, if you talk like that, you probably don't have the best intentions.
No.
Emperor Ying built this fortress during one of Earthrealm's most turbulent periods. Enemies beset him on all sides. He built a great army to protect his empire.
This game is like, it feels like a direct tribute to like all of the 3D era games at once, because they repeat elements of the story of all of those games.
Right.
Like this whole Dragon Army thing is from 5 and 6.
As long as they do it in a good way and not in a Fallout 3 way.
No, yeah, they've definitely done it in a much better way here. But like 5 was Quan Chi and Shang Tsung were the villains. And then in 6 you had like the Dragon King dude, and this army was part of that.
Okay.
And then 7 was Armageddon with the big pyramid and like every character.
Oh, so like Ancient Aliens.
Mortal Kombat. I would love to see what Mortal Kombat would do with some Ancient Alien story. You know that'd be so much fun.
Oh yeah, because they'd apply the right tone to it.
I think he's just got soul fragments of little bottles carrying it.
Hey Alex, did you know that Ancient Aliens is doing a live show?
No.
You want to see it?
Sure.
Yeah, Ancient Aliens live. They're doing like a tour.
I'm actually
kind of interested.
I'm actually pretty curious to see what that would be like.
Oh shit, he taught those terracotta soldiers to do Tai Chi.
You will be given command of several battalions. Few in Earthrealm could then resist the Lin Kuei.
Also, did you guys know there's like an Ancient Aliens sort of like rip-off show on the History
There's a
Channel?
rip-off of Ancient Aliens?
But it's got William Shatner though. And every
William Shatner.
and every other fucking like line of like the advertisement for it is him going, prepare for your idea of the truth to be Shatnered or something like that.
Oh my god.
Instead of shattered, get it?
That sounds like a horrible sex act.
Shattered. Sounds like a German sex act.
That sounds like a horrifying German sex act. Go Scorpion.
I mean, that might be how we got William Shatner in the first place.
It might. Do you remember when he when he said that going into space was like the most disappointing experience of his life?
Yes. He said that like terrified him, like filled him with a sense of existential dread.
Oh, was that what he said? I thought he said it was disappointing.
But is that because he's in space or because he's old?
No, it's just he said that when he saw how thin the atmosphere was, it scared the living shit out of him.
To laugh.
Nothing was funnier than the video, though, of Jeff Bezos being like, "Did you have fun?" And like, he basically was like terrified. It's
Sitting there
funny.
fucking scared out of his mind.
Well, like shell shocked, like just at the realization of like how fragile life on Earth is.
I don't know, man. Space can't be that bad. All those monkeys that we sent out seem fine. At least the ones that live.
I don't know, man.
What about that monkey Carl Pilkington was talking about?
Which one?
There was one of those. One of the monkey stories. He's talking about how they sent the chimp into space before they sent people or whatever.
Yeah.
And then how the chimp could like never recapture that high.
Oh yeah.
Went on like a bender and then killed himself. Being an astronaut.
Yeah, he got drunk at a pub or something.
Yeah.
Remember that one where he was trying to say that the monkeys were flying the rocket?
Yeah. That's the same one.
Oh, that's it. Oh my god. Yeah, him and his monkey news.
That shit was amazing. I wish there was more of that.
There was a surprising amount.
Yeah.
They did a lot of that podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I eventually did go and listen to just the actual podcast.
Non-animated
Yeah, I did
ones.
too. Yeah.
Same.
I feel like
There's a lot of those.
Yeah,
There was,
there's a lot that
too.
didn't
We did
make it
for
into the
years.
show.
Yeah.
If you are up to the task, do not let Kuai Liang escape.
I like that they have to have skull heads, because of course they do. It's not much of an army you got there.
That was cool though.
That was awesome, yeah.
But yeah, that seemed like they were very easily taken out by one guy. I suppose numbers is where they...
I guess, I mean, the cave doesn't look that big.
No, it doesn't.
I'm just thinking that maybe Shang Tsung's plan needs a little more work.
I feel like that's always the case. I mean, he really doesn't think it through too much. He's just like, I'm gonna steal souls and kill people.
He gets very caught up in the moment, you know?
Yeah. Well, they're definitely theatrical.
I see.
Who's this blue motherfucker again?
Oh, Rain.
Okay. I forgot they made him a wizard now.
Yeah, he was just more of like a ninja in the older games.
I assume
Literally, he's a pun.
Yeah.
Right. That Prince song.
He can
Yeah, I get it.
convincing, can't he?
It's not funny, but I get it.
He's a brave
It would be better if Michael was here for it.
I know, because then he'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you guys hear about the surfing snake?
The surfing snake?
Yeah.
No, I don't know what you're talking
Now
about.
you're surfing now?
So there's this dude in Australia who's like the most stereotypical like surfer bro ever, right?
Okay.
And apparently his thing that made him like a minor celebrity over there is that he would go to the beach with his pet snake, right, which is like a python, right?
Snakes don't love you.
No, they don't.
Well, he claimed that the snake might not love him, but it does love surfing.
He might not love me, but he loves to shred the waves, bro.
He'd take this thing out on his board, right, like out in the middle of the ocean, and then they'd
Sounds like a bad fucking idea. I'm just out here on a small piece of wood on top of a wave with
I brought a snake.
snake. They couldn't bite my ankle and then I'll drown or anything.
Apparently the snake would, like, when he was surfing, it would, like, coil around some part of his body, either his leg or his neck or whatever, right?
You know, I bet that was out of fear.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Well, he claimed the
Imagine
snake
is
liked it.
terrified.
He claimed that the snake liked it, because it wasn't hissing, so he must have been happy.
The snake sitting there like, get me away from this motherfucker.
He claimed that the snake would sometimes go out into the water and swim around for a bit and then come back on the board.
I guess pythons can't swim.
Yeah, I suppose.
But he ended up getting in trouble with the Australian government, though, because they're like, we did give you a license to own a snake, but not a license to bring a snake to the beach. And then, so they told him to stop doing that. And he was like, well, it likes it. And then
He loves to shred.
and they're like, no, the snake probably doesn't like being in the ocean.
Just because it shows a little fear response when the waves come.
Oh, shit. Is that how he gets his skull face?
No, actually, it's, I mean, if you lose the thing, then you just die.
Oh, okay.
But it's how Havoc gets his zombie face.
Oh, nice. I mean, really, what's off with the face? It's supposed to hold dude in.
I don't know.
I mean, now you just made him more badass.
Yeah, now he just looks like he's supposed to.
For burning me, you'll burn in the nether realm.
He's doing pretty good for a dude who just got his face burned off.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like a zombie, right?
Yeah, even before getting the face like
okay.
that, he already was doing the ripping his arms off and shit.
He's also learning about how San Francisco has a pirate problem.
Like,
Is there any form of crime, no matter how obscure or outdated, that isn't on the rise in San Francisco? Next you're gonna tell me they got like highwaymen.
They probably do, yeah. Fucking stagecoach robbers and shit.
Okay, so what's going on with the pirates? in San
I'm
Francisco?
expecting the Mad Max Raiders to make their way in any day now.
Just,
William doesn't leave.
I think crime would go down at that point.
San Francisco, they're like walking Gavin Newsom around San Francisco, and it's like, we are the ghosts of crime past.
We'll fucking make Master Blaster the mayor.
Well, there was a Master Blaster character in 10.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
At least half of that is going to be one of the DLC cameo characters. I think the little thing that's on the back.
He's gonna be the cameo character?
Yeah, it's not going to be both parts. It's just going to be the one. But I think that's like the little one, and I think that is
The same model they're gonna use for maybe
for like Chucky or
yeah.
Jigsaw, if they do those. It's like little cameo characters.
Do you think Dianne Feinstein's congressional aides are gonna have to tell her she died?
They might.
Dude, we can't just, like, people can't just be dying of old age in office. That should just, like, not, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it happens a lot, though.
yeah, I know, but, like, we shouldn't have people that are approaching death. Like, no one dies of old age, and you're just like, yeah, they ran them 12 miles yesterday. Like you know,
they're on the downward.
Right,
yeah,
right.
you know, like,
Just a while
you
before.
cross a threshold of where you could die of old age, like where it just wouldn't be like.
But we
out of
don't
the
elect
question.
anybody who isn't, like, elderly.
I know.
I know that's what
the
it's
problem. You were saying about...
Oh, yeah, the pirates, yeah. So you got Oakland, right, with its big homeless problem. And, you know, it's gotten to the point where, like, every fucking, like, children's playground is just a homeless camp now. Yeah. And, like, the shore is just, like, you know, tents as far as the eye can see, you know, like looking out, like, from... like one of those cities in the Crusades when the Crusaders landed ashore or whatever, all their temples. But like across the bay from Oakland, you got Alameda, right? Which is like rich yuppie land, and they got this nice harbor over there.
Like where some of the huge tech companies are at Alameda.
And they got this really nice harbor over there, which for a long time has apparently been like where people park their yachts and their houseboats and shit, and they just fuck around out there on the ocean, right? However, people, presumably from Oakland,
do your oaths mean nothing. Keep going.
I'm kind of liking how Sub-Zero is stepping up his goofiness a bit.
Oh yeah. The second he got the opportunity to turn evil, he did.
He's just been waiting for it his whole life.
In the classic timeline, that is the one that dies and becomes Noob Saibot, right? The fully like black demon wraith.
So I mean, he was always probably kind of evil.
Oh yeah, he's always portrayed as being pretty unreasonable.
Kind of unfortunate for Mortal Kombat that noob became just like an insult.
Oh
yeah.
Just kind of.
The character predated that, and
I would think so.
Yeah,
it doesn't make him sound very badass if you named him noob when it meant what it means.
Right.
Well, because originally it's Ed Boon and John Tobias. It's just the two last names backwards. The two co-creators of the series.
Yep, that makes sense. So we basically have Somalian pirates like raiding the yachts of yuppie rich Californians now.
Oh, I'm hoping
I like that. They deserve it.
So you got these people who are presumably homeless in Oakland who have started stealing boats and then
with peg legs walking around.
Don't know. That's a good question.
Somalian pirates,
got some fucking flintlocks and shit.
Yeah, I want to see
flintlock AK-47.
I want to see straight up Caribbean era pirates walking around.
A blunder filled with shit and syringes.
Ooh, I like that.
Just the refuse.
But yeah, so they've been stealing boats and cruising over to where all these houseboats and yachts are, and they'll just climb aboard and just loot everything. And if they can, they'll steal the entire ship. And they'll sail it back to Oakland, and they'll sink it on the shore and strip it. And so the Oakland harbor now is just filled with like stripped down like sunken boats and shit.
It's collapsing.
It's like some post-apocalyptic shit, you know?
Oh my god, that's
bad. You know, I mean, like now that the Raiders moved to Las Vegas, now these people got to step up, and they're like
the Oakland Mad Max Raiders start coming.
That's what I'm saying. Now they've got real Raiders, like Viking Raiders.
Good God.
But yeah, and the Alameda police can't do anything about it because when they steal the boats and bring them back to Oakland, they're crossing the jurisdiction.
Oh, and Oakland's not prosecuting it. That's smart, man. I like that.
It's like a thing that's been kind of going on for a couple of years, but it's been escalating each year, and so it's like become a lot bigger now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Achieve this, sorcerer.
I hope they have privateers. I hope like one rich guy who hates the rich guy next door just starts like hiring me. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can pay them to prey on like.
I guarantee you that's gonna happen.
Probably will.
Yeah, and they've been like
Elon Musk pays him to go like raid Jeff Bezos. In the name of Musk. Like,
oh my God!
Seeing Jeff Bezos' yacht.
Just
like raise a Tesla flag.
If that cannot happen, then what
That's.
I want that, man.
Bill Gates gets his army in there.
The Pirates of the Bay Area, dude. That's the new Caribbean.
I like
there.
it.
Pirates of the Bay Area.
Yeah, and that's they like looted like half the sailing fleet of like some like school for kids to learn to sail or something. At one, there was some dude who got like basically like
Never in a billion lifetimes have I seen this.
They probably do look like pirates too. I mean, like you see like the homeless people in like California, dude. They're all haggard looking and like just beat down and just dirty.
So there's a second timeline.
Oh
this,
shit! Okay.
Shang Tsung and Quan Chi's mysterious benefactor is coming from. There's a whole second timeline going on.
Nice.
Showing her how history is being manipulated. That will require
That is just the start of how cartoonish this gets.
okay.
time.
Are we all gonna, is everybody gonna play like a mirror version of themselves?
I will
Crazier.
Okay.
prove my claim.
More stupid. Just like throw another cups of stupid in there.
I like it.
Yeah, California's falling apart.
Yeah, no, it's bad, dude.
Dude,
Holy shit.
do you see Gavin Newsom? Basically, I have to give Gavin Newsom credit. If they run him as president, like run him as the candidate, he is an effective communicator, man. Because he's gonna
Is he a
embarrass.
shotgun? The great communicator?
Oh,
No, keep going.
but the only debate that I want to see.
So mine or yours?
Mine's
yours is
back
mine.
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep going.
The only debate I want to see right now is this debate between Gavin Newsom and Ron DeSantis, dude. Because Gavin Newsom is ready to crush Ron DeSantis into dust. Like
That probably would be funny
like
to
he
watch.
embarrassed him in this interview in a way I haven't seen a politician embarrass another politician in a long time. I was impressed.
It's like
Just,
Biden and Paul Ryan, almost.
yeah,
It's
it
like
was
that again.
bold, dude. It was rough.
That could be funny.
Okay.
That could be funny to watch.
Had the Empress's ear.
Gained her trust by treating Princess Melina's condition. Tragically, she is afflicted with Tarkat disease.
Tarkat.
It's the next COVID.
The Empress must be beside herself.
But then masks would actually be effective.
Is it at all mildly racist of Liu Kang to turn a species into a disease?
Oh, well,
In this new universe, just like a tiny bit.
Made public
Maybe.
I feel like that was like a common sort of thing that like racists would say in propaganda that
Right,
whatever
right.
group they hate is a disease on the world.
They
right?
totally, yeah, that totally.
Well,
was the thing.
it's always about dehumanizing,
Right.
and then dehumanizing to the grossest degree. Like,
Yeah.
like in Rwanda, they call the cockroaches. You know, famously, the Nazis called the Jews rats, and then
But like here, it seems like he did it because he's like, oh, they should all be able to like live normal lives or whatever.
But then he
they
gave
caught
him a disease.
Well, I don't think he gave it to him. I think he was like, let's not have monsters,
Okay.
and then the disease like manifested. Like he doesn't seem to have like complete control over everything.
Okay.
It's like he tries to take something off the board,
But it comes back
but then
anyway.
it like presents itself some other way and that he didn't account for.
It's sort of like that fucking Time Machine movie, where he
God.
he went back in time to save his life once and it didn't work, so he gave up.
Yeah.
Not wife, girlfriend, whatever.
That's it. Alex, you ever watched that movie?
no, but
Back to your time machine?
you've walked me through like the entire plot of the movie at one point, which is why I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you probably don't need to. That movie's so stupid. It's funny. It's funny. But it's...
I mean, I enjoyed it.
yeah, I honestly, in another couple of years, once I've forgotten it a bit more, I'd watch it again for a bad movie night.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll watch. I mean, like, I like a bad movie. I just can't.
That one was funny.
I can't sit through these trash blockbusters. That's
Yeah,
what I figured out. Like that.
It's the
that I
bad
can't handle. The
blockbusters.
bad blockbusters I cannot watch. Like it's just unless it's Transformers.
Well, that fifth one specifically.
But Carl's still got that fucking thing he's wearing that bothers me.
Oh, the speed of the metallic.
Yeah, the horse
cybernetic
speedo, but it's on the wrong part.
that was
That
there in
is
his
weird.
very original appearance, so he's always had that.
Well, they should have fixed it. They've done a lot of improvements on the outfit.
I mean, I don't think it
They
looks
did
so
that.
bad here. I don't know. It looks like a...
A speedo,
I don't know. It doesn't totally bother me. I
an
guess,
armored
but
speedo, but yeah. I mean, I like the
Well,
overall.
it's for his chesticles, dude.
His chesticles.
It really looked like in particular weird in the movie to
It
me.
did, yeah.
Because it looked more like a Speedo and less like a piece of machinery.
It really looked like a Speedo.
I think making it like a robot part is part of what makes it look
Or maybe
slightly
is
less
it some
weird.
kind of armor? I don't know. Is that like a real like if you kick a horse there, is it like does that hurt really bad? I don't know.
Well, if my question is he a centaur naturally, or is that?
Oh,
like,
is he a cyborg centaur?
Well, or is it like a human and a horse that have been fucking like Frankensteined together through like mechanical? Because it was always like a part of Shang Tsung's thing that he was supposed to be like a creature maker, right? Like Melina was one of his things, and I don't know if that's ever been. I'm actually not sure if they've ever said that, but I could see that being another one of like supposedly one of Shang Tsung's monsters.
Okay, because we've never seen another like creature like him in Mortal Kombat, have we?
I can't think of a single other time there's been another centaur.
Would also explain why the horse has like a scorpion tail.
Yes, and with the laser on it.
It is an interesting creation. He definitely seems Frankenstein together.
I think so. I think that's the thing, is if that's what it is, then I don't mind the metal piece, because it's like connecting the separate pieces of his body.
Right.
If it's just a centaur, then it is weird. It is weird.
Do you think we're ever gonna get like that kind of weird transhumanist Frankenstein furries like that?
Yes.
For sure, man.
Oh, I've been saying that.
Elon Musk at one point promised that he would genetically engineer cat girls real at some point.
That's gotta be trolling.
You know what? He might not be able to do it, but he might believe and intend to.
Yeah. The CRISPR thing said, well, I mean, or he just makes robots. Like, have you seen how...
the Japanese would beat into that.
I think that, But I feel like that.
But no, dude.
Tesla.
Have you seen how far the Optimus robot has come from that embarrassing like guy in a suit launch they had like a year ago?
It does look a lot better.
But
I still think the Japanese are going to beat up the cat girls.
To the cat girl thing? Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, they already got those robot bartenders.
They do have weird. Yeah, they already have weird.
But
I mean, like,
there's a hotel in Japan that's run entirely by like physically moving robots.
But I mean, I'm sure there's anime like cat girl, like kind of like robot type things already. Like I'm sure that already exists. But I'm saying like, when does it like I mean? But what do you consider a successful version of like
sure
for it to be like?
That's gonna vary depending on who you ask.
Yeah. But there will come a point where people genuinely are like, oh, okay, these robots are like, functional now.
To the other point, though, I do genuinely think that we're going to get to a point where the genetic engineering is definitely going to be a thing.
Oh, the CRISPR stuff?
Yeah, that's gonna happen. I don't know how far away we are, but that's going to happen.
Well, you do have to wonder,
it's like the Batman Beyond with the splicers. There's going to be those people walking around.
Yeah. Well, like COVID, the whole COVID thing and like the vaccines made for some really interesting science as far as like mRNA works.
Right,
because you can encode the immunity into the DNA with the mRNA.
Right.
But what else can you do with that, right? Like now that we're really talking about messenger mRNA and like sending instructions to your body using that.
They're gonna figure out how to hack DNA real quick.
Oh, for sure. Well, it's like fully sequenced. I mean, it's been fully sequenced for a while, so we've had time.
Like Wi-Fi, because everyone have a chip.
I mean, that's possible.
That's my horrifying expectation from that future.
I mean, there will come a point where using AI and
maybe in the future there really will be like a chicken lunch lady like making your eggs for you.
I hope not.
Dude, that better not be.
It better not happen.
I better be dead.
They're gonna be like new immortality, and I'll be like, no, thank you.
I'd like to be the last generation that dies.
They'll be like, would you like your life extended? And I'm like, can it be decreased?
Will it be the kind of immortality that makes your junk fall off?
God, right?
Yeah, right.
Because it's a Claxosaur.
So many things have jumped. in so many ways, entertainment has almost completely jumped the shark at
Just
this point.
entertainment in general.
Just entertainment in general, and like human like conceptuality in humans has jumped the shark. It's only so long before reality is going to jump the shark in exactly the same way.
I feel like we've kind of already gotten that far.
No, I'm talking like shit as ridiculous as like Klaxosaurs or something. That probably is the future of the human race. Like if we continue to evolve like technologically,
more into like cartoon, like.
Or, I mean, I'm just saying, like, the idea of, like, oh, here, we've, like, fused ourselves with this DNA, and now we've sterilized the entire population, but we're immortal.
Well, I mean, that part, when you say it that way, I suppose that actually could, that could happen.
But I'm saying things like that are feasible in the future.
Well,
if you were to construct the
I'm not, the dumb dinosaur kind of, like, I don't, like...
But the way that it was in the show was that they, like, got this immortality juice, and then they would, like, inject it, and then their dick would just, like, fall off.
Right. But the idea of a future like that is we're playing God enough that those scenarios are not like entirely ridiculous, which is scary.
Not only my emperor, but you, my closest friend. I know you may never forgive me.
I mean, what do we do if we have immortality, dude? Do we keep having kids, or are we done?
I feel like there's a lot of people who are going to anyway. I mean, what about those people who believe, for religious reasons, you got to have as many kids as possible?
I mean, what is that? I mean, like, that requires, like, that would be the impetus for, like, colonizing space. Right. I mean, like, where are we going to put?
Yeah. But that or we
and then it's Dead Space.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dead Space, I swear to God.
I mean, immortality wouldn't be something that would be available to everybody.
No, that'd be like,
I wouldn't think so.
I could also see a future where, hypothetically, if everybody had, like, I don't know, like, you wouldn't die of old age or disease, you'd probably still have some sort of, like, combat rituals and blood sports and shit that would be, that would take over. It would be like a way for people to die and, like,
that's actually kind of an interesting sci-fi concept. If there was no more death, like, through normal ways, but everybody like signed up for fucking blood sports when they were ready.
That would be.
You can spend all the time you want in training too.
That could be your like your like shonen battle anime, but it's all the characters are old people who are ready to die. Beating the shit out of each other. I'd fucking watch that.
You know what would be a crazy like sci-fi type like concept type thing? Is if you did a society where people were like truly immortal, right?
Yeah.
But they would have like rituals of death. Like they would live they would still live lives. Right? Like even if they didn't age at all, like they didn't physically change, there would come a point where they would just like have a funeral. And then they'd like literally go through that process, and then they'd just like start a new life somewhere else as like a totally new person.
Kind of reincarnation type thing, except the body is the same, I assume.
Yeah, the body would be the same, but it'd be this idea that like the concept of a life would be maintained. It'd be like you're this person for this long, and you have these people in your life, and then you go start over somewhere totally new. Maybe you don't, or shit. Think if they wipe people's minds too.
Yeah,
and you like.
Well, I know that's been the thing in science fiction before. Like if somebody dies, they like get their consciousness transferred into like a new body or something. Like I've seen stories like that.
Yeah, no, that way for sure. I'm thinking even like the idea of like people wanting to maintain the idea of like the set human life that you would have, and then the whole like starting over and learning everything all over again. What if you think that like they wiped your brain to the point where you're like a baby?
That'd be weird.
That would be fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. I also love Melina's design in this game. She's got like the straight up predator mandibles coming off the mouth.
I like how much the voice actress is going into all the weird growling noises and shit.
Oh yeah.
Like you can tell she's having fun.
Everybody
except Megan Fox.
Yeah, everybody but Megan Fox seemed like they were having a blast.
Like what did they do to piss her off, I wonder?
I still wonder. I mean, because it is such a different. The voice acting is such a different thing than regular acting, which she's not, the greatest at either.
Right. Has she ever done voice acting before?
I don't think so. And so part of me wonders is like, did the director just not know how to work with a non-voice actor? Like, were they
Could be.
Like, was that part of the problem? Because her like very flat, dull kind of thing. It feels like she didn't know. It feels like she wasn't told how she was supposed to feel when she said it.
Yeah. It's like somebody just put a piece of paper in front of her, like, here, say this.
Yeah, like there was no other. Yeah, it's like she didn't get anything else to go off. But then everybody else feels so. I don't know.
I don't know. It's something.
It also just seems because you said that she said that like Mortal Kombat's like her favorite thing in the
There's
entire
interviews
world.
going back to like when like the first Transformers movies were coming out, where you can find like I saw people like posting like, why is she so bad in this if she's a fan of this going back decades?
I still wonder if like something happened behind the scenes.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah, they pissed her off.
Interesting. They actually cured her.
Is that a cure
it's
or
like
is
a
it a
temporary.
treatment?
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing Shang Tsung was making earlier.
Okay, gotcha.
Thank you.
It'll rile itself back up again before long.
Okay, I gotcha.
There can be no debt between friends.
It's one hell of a drug if it makes your fucking like teeth shrink and like your jaw glue back together.
It is paused.
Magic. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Li Mei has earned my goodwill.
If centaurs exist, you can do whatever medicine you want.
I seek only peace.
Dude, the four-armed guy playing the drum being super happy.
I like that. That was great.
You've proved yourself the enemy I was long warned you would be.
I understand your anger, but I had reason to believe that Shang Tsung posed a threat to both of us. Until I confirmed them, I did not want to burden you with my suspicions.
And now?
They have proven true. Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, the General. They conspire to conquer our realms.
A serious charge. Where is your proof?
At Shang Tsung's laboratory.
Yeah, you know where he Frankenstein centaurs together? You ever been suspicious of that place?
Yeah, right.
What the fuck is that?
Just one of the things in Shang Tsung's laboratory.
For Shang Tsung to indulge in such depravity, for General Shao to condone it, they are not the men I thought them.
At least you believed him right away.
Yeah.
Neither man.
Well, I mean, if somebody shows you that, are you gonna disbelieve them?
No, that seems pretty convincing to me.
Responsibility. They're out.
It would have been funnier if she's like, so where's the proof? And it just cuts to that.
Those of all other beings at the dawn of history.
You created the realms. Is your mind addled, demigod?
I am a mere demigod now.
I just like the fact that this is even the conversation the characters are having.
All of the elder gods.
I am but a demigod. A humble demigod.
Just passing through.
Just a humble demigod making my way.
This is Gears.
Your Majesty.
I can't wait. I hope when they put Ghostface in the game that he's like, even when he's like successfully landing attacks, that like part of the animation is that he's like tripping around and doing it in a really clumsy way.
That'd be funny.
Because those movies always had the killer getting like
Yeah, he's
run
always
into
missing and
things.
shit, yeah.
Yeah, he's always missing and running into shit, and
Tripping and-
yeah,
Which I did.
felt like so much more human.
Restarted?
This timeline was preceded by billions more. Though this is the first of Liu Kang's design. The others were designed by his predecessor. Kronika was obsessed with
I enjoyed her too. I thought she was also ridiculous.
Yeah. She got a bad case of chronic diarrhea.
What did Michael call her? Chronologica?
Chronologica.
and events in the hope of achieving her golden balance.
It's like a cat playing with a string.
That's what it looked like.
The most vile magics. Shao was not a general, a tyrannical ruler bent on conquest. Yusidel were his ruthless wife, who would do anything to preserve your privilege. When I took the So in this timeline, The sorcerers would not.
Also, how many do you
powers.
feel like we should have a case of beer for every time they say the word timeline?
Oh my god.
I think we would die.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that, man.
Well, not like a whole beer, but like a sip.
Yeah, right.
Every time they say
Yeah, no,
timeline.
I'm not gonna shotgun a beer for every time they say timeline, dude.
You wouldn't have enough time to even
Yeah, your
down the
couch
beer.
would be destroyed.
Previous timelines.
Just in this one conversation, I feel like we're already at like 10.
Yeah.
To my creator? Do you expect worship?
No, Your Majesty. My prior role was thrust upon me by circumstance. I am in no way divine.
You had power over all of creation, yet you gave it up.
Because I saw how it drove Kronika mad. I knew I would fare no better had I kept it.
Good old Shao Kahn.
So... God, it's such a cartoon.
Against Outworld.
Not against Outworld, but against your misguided rule.
Yeah, there was
Deference to
you know, they did like a stage play at one point.
With Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, and it was in the 90s.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like actors were wearing like the same suits that they did when they did the like digitizing for the game. So it was like this exact same costumes.
Interesting.
It's very awkward.
They should do that again, though. They should do that again, but with the more modern like takes on the characters.
That would be that should be Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
Cirque du Soleil does Mortal Kombat.
That would be good.
How did they do the big
Pulling
noise?
guts out and shit.
Nah, it's just strings. They're like pulling
Okay.
the strings on a, that's just like slightly behind someone, but they're like
Okay, cool.
throwing brains in the air.
I think you could make a kick-ass stage play out of that. If you put in the work, if you had competent people doing it, if you good special effects.
Man, if Cats could make like $6 billion over the course of its runtime on Broadway, you could do anything.
Oh no, they got their soul sucked.
Yeah.
They're so sucked.
Well, but you still couldn't make a decent Cats movie.
No.
You could not.
Well, the butthole cut hasn't come out yet, so,
Only the darkest.
I wonder if that'll be
only the darkest masochist could possibly want to watch that movie, dude.
That animation of her just tripping that chick was hilarious.
Just, that's actually not Megan Fox doing the grunts.
Okay, well, it's still, I feel like
They hired someone just as disinterested.
Yeah, I'm saying maybe they took, told her to take inspiration from the grunts, and that's why,
Maybe.
because that was like,
Damn.
sounds like a turtle humping a shoe.
Oh god.
That video cracks me up to this day. That's one of the funniest sounds I've ever heard. I bet that's what it sounds like when Mitch McConnell fucks his wife.
When he fucks his shoes.
Yeah, let's be honest here. Mitch McConnell does not fuck his wife.
I mean, that's probably true.
Some other guy might fuck his wife, but he's not his wife.
I remember there was one time where, like, Trump and Mitch McConnell were arguing about some shit or whatever when Trump was president, and Mitch McConnell's wife was in Trump's cabinet or something. Like,
That's right.
And there was a point where she refused to choose between Mitch McConnell and Trump. And she was like, no, they're not even care about them. It was like, it had the same vibe as when Jeb Bush's mom said that he wasn't her favorite child. After he claimed, he's like, last night she told me I was her favorite, and she's like, no. No, I didn't.
That's great.
Jesus, Shao Kahn, maybe do something instead of just dangling a medallion at people.
Well, they still have to find some reason for the
Look at my Eagle Scout badge!
I worked very hard for it.
Would you like to see my sash?
Did you see that punch by the same guy?
That was good. Hey, we got Tiresome Fox in here.
Hey, what's up, Tiresome Fox? How you doing?
I owe him mine many times over.
Welcome in.
His service would be an honor.
How is your day going today?
the fuck is this asshole again?
Reiko, he's the guy that just wants to be Shao Kahn.
Oh yeah, I always forget about him.
I have to say, after now I've played every character in the game and like played like the arcade mode
Yeah.
as everybody so far. He might be one of my favorites gameplay wise.
Really?
Yeah, he's the only grappler in the game. So he's like the only character that has like super like lots of grab moves and like really kind of boxes in like really good in a corner.
Okay, good aggressive character.
Yeah, like real up in your face like.
Oh, and our day is going pretty decent.
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Yeah, you doing good?
Life's good, man. I can't complain.
Fucking smashing people's
Yeah.
bodies in half here, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's a solid day for me.
That's what one does, you know.
Yeah. I'm telling you though, you guys, that Gavin Newsom, Ron DeSantis debate is going to
I'm
be
sure
worth
that's
it,
gonna be
man.
hilarious.
Oh, well, Gavin Newsom was straight up taunting him in this interview I saw,
Yeah.
where he was like, why does he want to do the debate now? He refused to do it earlier. Why is he doing it now? Is it because he wasted $100 million? Is down 50 points in the primary?
Yeah, no, he's yeah,
Oh,
he's
it's gonna
gonna be
be-
dead in the fucking water.
Yeah.
I think that might be the longest combo I have of any character. Is that 9-hit one with her I just did.
Identical.
Fuck you, Reiko. Yeah, no, I legit. Oh, and then also because there's a customizable like pieces to this, so like there's like full-on alternate costumes, but then also there's like you can change like just Scorpion's mask.
Sure.
And so for Reiko,
Can you give him a COVID mask?
no. But
Chin diaper?
Maybe it's wear it properly.
But for Reiko, you can give him this like it looks like makes him look like almost looks like a fucking Sauron helmet.
Oh, nice.
With like
that's
pointed
cool.
horns on it. It makes him look way cooler than he does with the ponytail. It actually makes him look pretty badass.
There should have been a hole in the back of the helmet for his ponytail.
I'm really glad that wasn't what happened.
Maybe next game he'll have a man bun. Dude.
Yeah. That's how you know he's evil.
Sauron helmet's got to be in top 5 most badass looking helmets.
Yeah, oh yeah, dude.
Easily, dude.
Yeah, the Sauron costume.
Fuck
from Fellowship of the Ring.
Hell yeah,
That's
dude.
great.
With the mace, like the
Yeah,
mace.
I wish
the
I had a
mace
costume
makes
like
it.
that.
Yeah,
I'd
me
wear it
too.
on the bus.
Man, both a sign of power. I mean, you know what? If Sauron had one,
Means you never give up.
Man buns of power.
The Joker should have a man bun.
that's actually, if you look at it from that perspective, I definitely agree.
I could see the Joker with a man. That'd be an interesting
It'd
Joker.
be better than Cholo Joker.
Yeah, I'll take anything over Joker. Joker did. I hated Joker.
Joker was rough.
I even thought Jared Leto, wouldn't be the worst casting choice if they did that kind of hyper feminine Joker from The Dark Knight Returns.
Sure.
But that's obviously not what they did. So.
Yeah. I would. I mean, like he could have even he pretends to be Jesus in real life, like a messianic cult leader Joker.
Yeah,
would have been good. Like
he's
he would have been
weird.
good for something. There were a lot of takes that
Getting a
wouldn't
female
have.
perspective here, man buns are an actual sign of insanity in that respect.
Fair enough. Yeah. I don't get the man bun, but I could also see like you could do like a hipster Joker. Like,
Oh god, hipster Joker.
I don't know, man.
That would look bad, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know if I want hipster Joker.
you want hipster
Like the little
Joker?
glasses and shit.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Handlebar mustache.
I don't know if that would
He
work.
rides around on like one of those tall bikes, you know?
Yeah, the Joker's got to be a little freaky, right?
He's got a Walkman, dude. There's some dramatic scene with Batman or whatever, and he's
Right. That's
It's already emoted up back to 2010 wake up.
yeah. Hey, dude, yeah, no, we have to, man.
I have to have it.
Yeah, it's a joke.
You sold me on it.
You could do an homage to American Psycho, but like he's talking about how much better vinyl is, like how much warmer the sound is.
on his ideas.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, it would be better than Cholo.
It would be better than Cholo
You
Joker.
could pull it off. You could pull it off.
I don't know if there's ever going to be a worse Joker than that.
Yeah, but I don't know that I would call it a good version of the Joker, or I'd be happy that they did it, but I would laugh. Like
yeah.
Hipster Joker.
I mean, it would be funny in something like the Harley Quinn cartoon. That's a comedy anyway.
Right, yeah,
or
sure.
Call it a Robot Chicken sketch or something. Just something like this. But I do think that is genuinely a funny idea.
Wouldn't work so well as like a Dark Knight film.
Yeah, I mean, if it was a really serious, like, that kind of thing.
On his penny farthing bicycle.
Good point, actually, Tiresome Fox. Good point. If they made Cocaine Bear, they could do this.
Yeah.
This could, anything could happen.
I think you're right, though. As far as doing Joker and, like, big budget Hollywood production.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like the Joker is a character I want to, like, be given a certain level of respect. So
I think Shao Kahn is slightly confused about how an axe works.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna grab someone and then tap them with the axe.
I didn't even catch that that's what he did to me.
That explains why he's just a general now and not a con.
Yeah, there you go. Well, he always used a hammer before, so I guess...
Oh, yeah, axes are new to him.
Yeah, axes are new, so he's
like,
still figuring it out.
This is like a weirder hammer.
It's like a weirder hammer. Exactly.
No, but you get what I'm saying, though? Like, the Joker's a character that I don't even want to... I want someone to try their hardest.
Yeah, I think the Joker...
Like a very interesting character. Like,
sure.
I definitely want it to be, like, something where somebody's got to have, like, a really good idea for them to even want to do it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as jokes in, like, cartoons and stuff, like, I think that's hilarious.
Oh, yeah,
like, if you're gonna take a crack at one of these characters that, like...
Well, like,
I feel like only great directors should even really have an opportunity to try to make like a Joker property.
Yeah, like I do think it should be like a prestige thing for sure. I'm very curious about that second Joker movie that they're working on.
Well, I mean the first Joker movie.
Yeah, it got announced a while back.
I didn't know that.
It's gonna do Harley Quinn, and it's going to be a musical.
Yeah,
to me,
like Harley Quinn, Lady Gaga.
Yes, actually.
What the fuck is going on?
It's a weird look. I honestly though, I think that first one was so odd from what the comics were.
Yeah, I thought that first one was great.
And it sounds like it's completely its own thing.
You know they're gonna have a duet on like another set of stairs, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure. There's gonna be a big number. That's gonna
They'll do.
I'm here for it. Like you can still crank up the camp. Like I'm not against that at all.
It feels like it would. It almost feels like it's going to be its own standalone movie, almost not even really being a sequel in a way. And that's kind of what I got from what they were.
Interesting.
Like it would almost just like be its own movie.
Okay.
Weird.
But the first Joker movie, man, wow!
I thought that
really,
one of the few good DC movies.
Yeah, well, I guess it was like nothing else in the genre, you know.
It was worthy of Heath Ledger's performance in The Dark Knight.
Right. Which especially after he died right after that, you had to, if you were going to follow him up, it had to be something special. And it sucks that the immediate follow up
was Cholo Joker.
Yeah,
I don't know what they were thinking. Well, they weren't thinking. So.
No.
To be honest, though, in that way, that Joker movie, it only had to be better than Cholo Joker to get like a passing grade or to like succeed, true. And then they still went the extra mile. And
I suppose.
Fight together.
But like they still went the extra mile and did it like as good as that like anyway. But they didn't necessarily have to.
No, I get what
they could have pulled back, or they didn't have to go put as much effort in because the one right before it
was so bad. Yeah,
it was so bad.
Oh man,
it's like a bad version of Jim Carrey's Ace Ventura.
It is for sure. Absolutely. Well, that and it was like that and just
cat time.
I don't know, man. Like I mean, like why the Cholo?
Oh yeah. Not a hot take at all, but still, no. But yes, I mean we all agree. We're all that's an amazing actor performance. I like it. And as much as I like the Joaquin Phoenix Joker too, I still the Heath Ledger one I still do think is better. But
yeah, for sure.
But because Heath Ledger just.
But yeah,
part of what I think Heath Ledger's Joker does so well is that in the plot of The Dark Knight, it almost cycles through Joker's entire history of evolution as a character, right? Like the first time you see him, he's just a bank robber, and he like evolves into the kind of mass murderer terrorist as the movie goes on. And so it almost kind of tracks the character's like timeline overall.
But what makes it so perfect is in response to Batman and how far Batman is willing to go to stop him, and like the further he goes, the further Joker, like as he tries to stop the Joker, like more and more, and do things that are more and more morally questionable. The more like that's what the whole cruise ship, like the whole two ships thing is about, and like
Well, and I mean like you know, that's why I think that is still the best comic book movie of all time, because it is to me that is like the movie that is like a criticism of the post 9/11 post 9/11 security state that the United States government still has not. I mean that is what
we haven't changed it. We just sort of accepted it.
It is the defining movie of the Bush era of like that kind of like weird neocon like.
And there were a lot of movies that tried to do that kind of stuff.
I mean everything from like The Hurt Locker is a great one.
But I do think The Dark Knight is like the smartest kind of
well, I mean it's
most well-written version of that commentary.
It's like an allegory. It's like a philosophical allegory almost for like it's like a psychological exercise in some way. It's one of the smartest movies
I think ever made.
Honestly. I love that movie.
So
obviously, you're not getting any pushback from us. I mean, one of the only others of all time.
I also know from him from 10 Things I Hate About You, and had a huge crush on him, seeing as the Joker kind of.
I can totally see that.
Well, it effed him up. Just being that person, it is that kind of thing of like seeing. I'm sure seeing him change into that freaked him out
weird,
too. Like, think about trying to be a method actor and being a psychopath.
Jack Nicholson said he had some serious... Oh, wait, that message goes on longer, sorry. Seeing it as a Joker kind of fucked me up as a teenage girl that just wanted to look at cute guys. I feel that.
I understand. For sure. Yeah, I mean, Heath Ledger, like, people questioned the casting.
They did?
Hardcore. Because Heath Ledger was known for that, and known for, like, A Knight's Tale, which was a great movie.
Yeah, I like A Knight's Tale a lot.
But he almost seemed typecast as, like, this goofy kind of, comedy, comedic actor.
He was a rom-com lead.
Yeah, right.
Very pretty boy, yeah. And he was typecast as that. I remember seeing that, like, that was like, playing Joker was like super.
It was kind of.
Ermac's their dad now.
Okay.
Which actually, the Dead King soul was always meant to be like that's always what the anchor soul in Ermac has always been.
But Ermac always kind of seemed like somebody else, like just some sort of.
He's like a collective of souls.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was true in. They call him we called him downright hot. Right, fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, would you say that that movie was
The Dark Knight?
Yeah, would you say The Dark Knight was as good to you as Green Lantern?
You know the sad thing
with Green Lantern.
You know the sad thing.
At least I didn't have Flash.
Well, yeah, because you had to watch it too.
That's true.
The sad thing too is that we didn't get the third movie that we deserved.
Yeah. Well, I wish we could have gotten that, man. I definitely.
The Dark Knight Rises. If the Dark Knight wasn't made, we would praise The Dark Knight Rises to no end. Like, it has its problems for sure, and they're very obvious in comparison to The Dark Knight.
Right.
But
Wait, so
Batman
Vita's good now?
Begins is...
Yeah, I wouldn't
Batman
even say
Begins
Dark Knight Rises
is...
is
Yeah,
as
it's
good
as
as
good as
Batman
Batman Begins. Yeah, that's...
Is Ermac just good now?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
he's just their dad now.
All right. Good for them. Happy family.
Although Tom Hardy did put in a hell of a performance as Bane, dude.
I
enjoyed him
like
very
the
much.
performance.
Across his
It's
arms a
still...
lot.
Yeah. It's still... I still feel like we didn't quite capture the Bane character fully.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't...
It's probably the best live action one, though, for sure, that we've had so far. But
Well, what's the competition for
Well,
that?
they basically made Bane just like a henchman of Talia.
Yeah.
So and tied his backstory into all of that kind of stuff, and then have it,
I respect Tom Hardy for that performance. Yeah. I mean, I like it, the voice is super funny to make fun of, but I still think the performance is good, and I can take the voice seriously.
He delivers
that.
Dude, he delivers. I mean, one of the reasons it's fun to make fun of is because
he actually does a good job.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, and the way he delivers some of those lines, dude. Like, there are some iconic lines in that movie. So
totally.
You give it. Yeah,
I think the big thing that ultimately just undercut it still a little bit for me was that they made him this pawn of another character.
Yeah, that does.
Because at least did the classic best kind of considered comic with him. The whole point is that he is maybe the smartest Batman villain out of all of them. Like, he's besting the Riddler.
Right,
even. And that has yet to ever... I feel like we've yet to get that level of, intelligence out of the character.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Almost like Julius Caesar, war strategist, level of intelligence. That's what Bane is in the comics.
Yeah.
And I still want to see one movie that properly gets that.
I want to see
he's supposed to be this, South American, Julius Caesar almost. In a way.
I want to see a movie that actually portrays that from Julius Caesar too.
That'd be cool. Yeah,
that would also be very
actually
cool.
Just go into the political. That'd be a great show. Somebody should just make that show.
I will count you
Roman Empire is hot. Do you hear about that?
Wait, what?
Everybody's thinking about it.
Everybody's thinking about it?
Yeah, where all the men are. Yeah, it's like this TikTok trend now where women are asking their boyfriends is how often do you think of the Roman Empire, and most dudes are once a week at least. Yep.
Okay then.
I don't feel like I think about it that often.
Yeah.
I probably think about it fairly often, but in an indirect sense.
Yeah, it's not like I sit there and fantasize about it or anything, but I'll be.
Yeah, I'm not just sitting there going, "Oh yeah, Julius Caesar." Oh.
Oh, you did?
Okay.
I feel like I think about it probably more frequently than other people, maybe, but not probably more than once a month.
Sure.
I mean,
I'm more of a Persian Empire guy.
Persian Empire is cool.
Yeah.
Although I think if I had to pick a favorite, and I think you and me are the same.
I think about the Mongols.
The Mongols.
I think about the Mongol Empire all the time, dude.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I think about more often.
Just inject her tits.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta think about the biggest one, man. You gotta
the Mongol. Oh, the way the Romans.
If you think about empires,
right.
Well, I mean,
I had an obsession with the Roman Empire when I was younger. I want to join the club. I mean, the empires are cool,
And history is just interesting.
And it's easy to be reminded of the Roman Empire in America because
are
based on the Roman Empire.
Yeah. So I bet that's not as true of
other countries.
I don't think anybody in China really fantasizes about the Roman Empire.
I would imagine.
There's that one town where they do. I told you about this, right?
Yeah. I remember you
know about this, right, Alex?
There's that one town in China that just really fucking loves the Roman Empire.
Is it the place where they think that one legion,
Yeah, where the imprisoned legion was sold to?
Yeah, right. Because there's some Chinese text referring to a turtle formation or whatever, which was kind of the Romans were known for fish scale formation. Yeah.
So yeah,
here we go.
Yep. Sorry. Now we're just gonna ramble about the Roman Empire.
Oh, here you go.
What is this?
Made lesser by Liu Kang's metal.
Here's the big reveal.
Okay.
Who is he?
Remember how there were two different endings
Yes.
to the last game?
Yeah. They're both canon?
They're both canon, and that's the other timeline.
Interesting.
So Shang Tsung just did the most Shang Tsung thing ever and stabbed Shang Tsung in the back. That is the first. So that has never happened before in this game.
That's amazing.
I love Shang Tsung.
It's been Shang Tsung fucking with Shang Tsung the whole time. How stupid is that?
That's something I think I've only ever seen Rick do.
Yeah.
Like stab themselves in the back. Like,
and then there's all evil doubles. Right, from this other. Like I said, Saturday morning cartoon shit.
It is though, yeah.
Then just, I mean, the names like Outworld and Dragon Army and. Oh man. I also saw they added on HBO some like.
Why would you want? Like, keep going.
Oh no, sorry. What were you saying?
Keep going.
There was some live-action Mortal Kombat TV show that looks like it was like made at the same time as like Xena and Hercules, but on like a third of the budget.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I just discovered that today.
All right.
I do not need it to control the dragon army. Only the soul is contained within.
Oh no, the tiara. Now how are they going to go to the ball?
Oh, Shang Tsung will get to the ball. If anybody's determined to do something.
Neither you.
But you'd have to pick the most ass-backwards, contrived, and yet like ridiculously sadistic way to do it.
Yep.
It appears our interests align.
So now we're working with this Shang Tsung.
Nice.
I will finish you both at the first hint of treachery.
Is this Sindel gonna go through like 9 different characters and kill them all at once, like MK9?
No, they don't go quite that crazy with it. Ermac's just her dad now.
It's so weird.
I was looking back at some of the older ones, and apparently that like was fully a thing that did happen in some of those 3D games back then.
Interesting.
So that is calling back to that.
All right.
Will make you suffer.
Further resistance serves.
There's not like video example of it so much because those games like there was nearly as much like dialogue going on.
Also, is Raiden like a Borg now?
I guess it's whatever evil versions of them that Shang Tsung created in his universe.
I know, but he just had like an ass-backwards way of saying resistance is futile.
Oh, I didn't even catch the dialogue, to be honest.
I mean, most people probably don't watch Mortal Kombat for the dialogue.
No, I think that's not really what it's about for the most part.
Yeah.
Although
it's
damn,
almost
is it funny sometimes.
Yeah, but it really comes. It's the deliciously evil, like.
Yeah,
really,
just that it super.
Otherwise, I mean, Johnny Cage is funny because he can just be such an ass, but like.
Shang Tsung would have been right at home in our party in KOTOR.
Oh hell yeah! I was thinking when we play KOTOR 2, we call it because the game is subtitled the Sith Lords.
Okay.
So we should put the Edge Lords in the title.
Edge Lords. Okay. Good.
Yeah, I think we should. Do we play it the exact same way?
I think so.
Playthrough?
Yeah,
why not?
Why not? How often do we even do it? You know, we play like a game that has that option.
Yeah, we should, dude. I don't think there's anything I don't know if I would change.
2 is a little more like it's a little less over the top. It's a little more.
That's not good.
Yeah.
It's a little more like.
I don't love that.
It's a little more like nuance just in the general narrative too. Like the evil is less outright evil and the good is less outright good.
Okay.
So it's just like gray.
No, I mean there's still like
Is
some
50 Shades of
cartoonish
Grey?
like options too. Like there are. It's not that that's not in there at all.
Okay.
Is it 50 Shades of Grey Jedi?
No, 50 Shades of Grey. What? They're making a movie based on that book that's just the same book, but from a different perspective.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if is that a thing that you heard?
I feel like I heard that at one point.
I have no idea if that's happening.
I really hope not, dude. Oh my god.
You gonna go see it?
No. I won't. I will not.
Noble sentiments, which in the end matter little. None of you will leave.
Must be pretty handy to have prehensile hair.
What kind of movie is it where you're like, I want to make a movie about a woman who wants to get her ass beat by a billionaire, dude?
That's a weird
fetish movie, that's what it is.
It's a that?
I feel like you can just make porn.
Yeah.
I mean, it's written about as well enough to be porn.
Right.
It is literal fan fiction, dude.
Right. So it's like, yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
I wish they had done that sword fight entirely with their hair.
That would have been amazing.
Hair.
She won't be the only send out to perish.
What the fuck was that? That moved Sindel did.
I have no idea.
Like some fucking Cruella de Vil shit.
She has always been the Cruella de Vil of Mortal Kombat.
That's true. Did she make her hair out of dead puppies?
Not that I've ever heard, but...
The fact that you blocked that made that hilarious.
I also have to say the variety of environments in this one. I feel like they really stepped that up a notch from the last couple games.
Why is neon green always an evil color?
I don't know. I feel like
sometimes it's like a futuristic color. I think it's probably like associated with like disease and death and you know.
Yeah, it's always green and purple are like the evil colors.
I mean black, obviously. Like,
right.
Yeah, for like especially like Star Wars, right?
Red, of course.
Yeah. Red can be for sure.
Like red lightsabers.
Yep. What are some other evil colors? Blue's usually a good color.
Yeah.
Yellow's almost
like
always a good guy color.
Yeah. You see pink in there sometimes.
Pink, for sure.
We have a few hours more.
Where does orange lie? How good or evil is orange?
Well,
orange is probably better with gray, dude. Like that's like neutral, right?
That easy. He's bad. He's
See, so maybe orange is evil.
Is orange evil?
In Green Lantern, orange is one of the bad.
You ever eaten an orange, man? Those are pretty evil.
Hey,
is orange is good? Well, we got.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sided. Well, I'm evil, dude. So, like, but
I guess that's a point in the other direction.
I was gonna side with you because I just remembered that in Despicable Me, that guy wears an orange jumpsuit. So,
there you go.
Like, yeah.
I'm a Dutch person.
Dutch.
Okay.
Is orange.
Cool. Oh, House of Orange. Yeah, no, that's like the Dutch color. That's a royal family.
Oh yeah. Tell a Dutch person that Dutch is evil.
Well, I mean, I wasn't
No,
saying
he was saying
that.
he was.
Yeah, now I'm good.
He's Norwegian.
I'm good and Dutch, apparently. You know.
Yeah, I thought you were more Norwegian than Dutch.
No, I'm more Norwegian than anything.
What about double Dutch? Is that good or evil?
I don't know what that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't haunt my dreams. Don't haunt my dreams.
If you're having orange dreams, man.
You don't want to haunt his dreams. It's like dreams of gnome sex. So
no, Jesus. God. Anyway.
We gave you a little break from talking about gnomes, to be fair.
Well, but like honestly, dude, like I said, I give up on.
Convince you that orange is good.
That tracks.
Actually, I have orange on my shirt.
Yeah, I'm a pretty.
Yeah, you're
I mean, like I'm a nice person, I guess. Whatever it makes you know.
You're a very nice person, Alex. You don't give yourself enough credit.
Aww. Anyway. What were we talking about?
I am not probably.
This is but the opening battle in a longer war.
No.
Titan Shang Tsung has
That's what they're calling him.
We cannot match its strength.
My counterpart said that you.
I guess yeah. Bright colors are usually good. Dark colors are
And
bad.
and your basic like fantasy stories.
Yeah,
that's what we were talking
usually
about.
okay.
Yeah, usually. Yeah.
What about cats?
What do you mean?
Is this cat good or evil?
That cat is great.
I think that's
also
good. I mean, I can't keep track of all their personalities because there's just so many. But
They all look the same.
I just have the three.
You always get cats that look identical.
yeah,
I got 3 cats that look fairly
Identical.
they are.
You have 3 cats up here right now. You've got 30 more in the other room.
It's 3. It's only 3.
In this room, yes. Cats are chaotic neutral. That's fair.
Actually,
That's fair.
that's a very fair
Yeah.
assessment.
Yeah, they're definitely not evil, but they're not good.
And they are definitely pure chaos.
Yes.
Your thoughts?
This one cannot decide if she wants to sit next to me or not.
No, she can never decide.
She wants attention, but she also doesn't want attention at the same time.
Yeah, she does that.
I guess dogs are chaotic good for sure.
Dogs are chaotic good.
Yeah.
That power.
What are the other pets?
Lizards? What are lizards? What about snakes?
Lizards.
Snakes are
Snakes are
chaotic.
chaotic evil. Yeah, snakes are chaotic evil. That's the hierarchy of pets right there. I don't know where the other squares are, but
Are there any lawful pets?
One day, you would find you needed
No. No. I was like birds. Like I would not say birds are lawful.
No, I wouldn't either.
No.
remains
No.
safely stored.
Fish.
Why did you
Are
not
they?
tell me this?
I guess.
Or fish is lawful.
They stay in the water. That's the
They
law.
don't.
I don't think
they
fishes have enough
like
personality
Fish,
to
like fish can't do.
describe this kind of
What about an octopus?
But like
octopus does.
like it's very orderly to have, but nobody has a pet octopus. I'm trying to be practical here.
Well, I don't know if an octopus is orderly either. I'm just saying, at least it's smart enough to have a personality.
Birds are lawful evil. Depends on the bird, though, doesn't it?
But what's the law?
I've never spent any time
what's the
around
lawful?
birds.
What's the lawful aspect of a bird?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like I
don't know.
subscribe very much Werner Herzog's view of chickens. I just subscribe that to birds. Like, with the exception of birds of prey, like falcons and stuff. Like,
flat brains.
yeah, with the
I'd say
exception.
crows are like pure chaos, though. They're also not evil, though. Crows can be nice.
birds. Yeah.
Well, is there like chaos? That's not
I don't
lawful.
know.
Or...
Poop everywhere and make noise.
Yeah,
Well, to be fair, you could be just describing any pet.
but there are two kinds of birds.
Yeah, they don't.
Crows have what falcons have what like eagles have, not what turkeys and parakeets have. Like,
I love this conversation.
there's a divide between the birds. Okay, I'm just
What about a parrot?
Civil War.
What about a parrot, though? Like an African gray?
Those are a little smarter.
Yeah.
Those are a little smarter.
Those are
maybe
smart as
birds.
monkeys.
Birds are actually fairly diverse because there's got to be 3 classes of birds. There's like the owl. Like there's like
Are owls birds?
owls are birds.
Owls are birds. Of course, owls are birds. What would they be?
I always think of owls as their own thing.
Are they? Like what? Penguins
Maybe they're
are
not.
birds.
Maybe they're.
Birds. I
Well,
guess
that's
birds
true.
birds get pretty weird. I
Yeah,
guess.
that's
like,
true.
Like,
What
about cassowaries? Cassowaries.
They're birds. Well, dinosaurs.
Yeah, but
Basically
cassowaries.
dinosaurs.
Cassowaries are evil, though.
Well, those are chaotically evil.
Yeah.
Actually,
that's pure chaos.
I'm pretty sure now you could fill that entire thing up just with birds.
I don't know. I just was thinking of owls as owls.
Yeah,
That might be stupid. I might
That's
be
fair.
stupid right now, but that's
fair.
genuinely where my mind was.
There was one time where I was trying to place bears between like dogs and like cats, and I was like, no, bears are their own thing. Like,
Yeah,
it's just,
yeah,
like,
bears are, yeah.
They're not like I was like, oh, you got wolves and coyotes, and those are like canines, and then you got like the feline, and I was like, oh, but no, bears are just their own thing. That's a totally.
They may not exist.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see if there's maybe more than 2 timelines.
Okay. This seems like a questionable idea.
Your champions.
Bears are closer
That
to
I
dogs.
definitely
I think
believe.
bears are actually closest to weasels rather than dogs or
What are
cats.
weasels closest to?
Weasels are their own group, but
See, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I actually
Interesting, yeah.
Is that are those,
I didn't even know
are
that.
those the only 3 like highly successful mammalian predator like lineages?
well, let's see. It gets kind of funky. We got hyenas; they're their own group. They evolve completely separately.
Okay.
We got cats and dogs, which are related to like weasels and ferrets and crap, but they're a bit different.
Sure.
And then bears evolved kind of out of a separate lineage of like weasel ferret type creatures.
Okay.
But like all of those 5 groups are pretty successful. There might be others I'm not thinking of at the moment. I'm kind of pulling a blank here, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
that's more than I would have been.
That's way more information. Like, I'm actually glad that you had that information because I did not.
That's interesting. Yeah. Bears are closer to weasels. Huh.
Well, I mean, it's sort of like how
we're all mice, I guess. Like,
I mean, if we want to just start grouping all like mammals,
we all came out of rats.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
What the fuck?
Oh, it's Johnny's drone that is his ex-wife.
We haven't seen Johnny in a while. Gonna use this fact at parties.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna tell at least a couple people.
Seems like a steal right now.
Also, bears are not to be fucked with. They're in a league. They're in a league of their own.
Especially Pisleys.
It's clear what must happen next.
What are Pisleys?
The hybridization of grizzly and polar bears.
Oh,
is that the name for them?
Yeah.
That sounds like a celebrity like.
That's a worse
like
name.
I
thought it was stupid when they were calling them super bears. I hate that more. We should go back to super bears.
I'm like, Pisleys. We don't have bears here. When we spot a wolf, it's on the national news.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, yeah, in the Netherlands, like
an astute strategy.
If you want to trust, give us actions.
Now this chapter we're playing as Shang Tsung.
Awesome.
So he actually gets a chapter in the story anyway.
Nice.
I'm glad.
So would it be better to pick Shao Kahn for the very end then?
Sure.
Yeah, because we get a whole chapter of
Dark Shao.
They all. Yeah, it's literally like an episode of Justice League where they all have to fight the Justice Syndicate from the other universe.
All right.
That is the level of Saturday morning cartoon that we have gotten into.
Honestly, I would enjoy a Mortal Kombat Saturday morning cartoon.
Oh yeah.
It would have to have the fatalities, of course. So.
Right. Well, I mean, hey, there's been like Saturday morning cartoons for adults, basically.
That's true.
So would you say if we're calling it 3 classes, right? We're calling it canines, felines, and bears, right?
Earth signs, yeah.
Yeah. Earth signs. There you go. Yeah, this is a good shit, dude. I don't know biology, so like I like.
It's just funny that like the naming pattern is just funny.
And bears.
You know, a long time ago there used to be giant carnivorous pigs.
I believe that wild boars are not to be fucked with.
What are pigs closest to?
They gotta kind of be their own thing.
Yeah, they're their own group, right? I think.
Yeah.
What are they closely related to?
But owls can't get its own like page, man.
No, I'm sorry.
I mean, they're still birds. Pigs are still mammals, right?
I was gonna have to say you have to consider like bird is equivalent to mammals.
Right. That's also fair.
Well, I mean, if you want to know, I mean, owls are raptors, right? Like eagles.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, raptors. See, I'm trying to look for these dividing lines between the birds, because to me they're all birds, but I'm realizing that birds are very diverse.
Yeah, there's a lot of podcasts, there's a lot of birds.
I like how this has turned into like a biology special.
I feel like it's you teaching the two of us.
I mean, I don't know that much. I'm probably teaching you bad information, but
can we agree that at the top ends of the power scale, right? At the absolute top ends of the power scale, felines beat canines, right?
Yeah.
Like when you start getting like if you're going into the past, like a saber-toothed tiger would kick a dire wolf down.
There's no canine equivalent to a tiger,
or even now, like you talk about like a jungle tiger. Yeah. Like you talk about, they're huge. They're like 1,200 pounds. There's no dog that clocks in near that weight. But we have proof from the gold rush because the miners were fucking sadistic savages who were like, it was like Roman times out in the gold rush or whatever. So there was a guy who ran like a town, like he owned the whole town basically, and he would put on events for like the miners to come watch, almost gladiatorial, like not anywhere near that like rush or sophisticated or anything, but he'd have like pits where he would have like dog fights and like shit like that, and people would watch. And he got bears and then imported lions from Africa and would have the lions fight the bears, and the miners would bet on it. Bears won every time. Just grabbed the lion, crushed its skull and its jaws. Like they were just done. Like so I think bears I think bears might top out at the power scale.
Well, bears are bigger and stronger.
Yeah, they
weigh so much more. Yeah.
What if it was one bear versus a pack of lions, though?
That would be interesting.
I saw a pack of lions take on a fucking probably 600-pound warthog.
Oh yeah.
At one point.
Oh,
the lions got it, I think, but I think the warthog got like 2 of them back.
Wow.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Will trouble us no more.
Yeah, warthogs are they're tough critters.
Yeah, when you said pigs, I was like, oh shit, yeah, pigs are some of the most dangerous animals on Earth, like wild boars and stuff like that.
Well, those tusks, dude, rip somebody fucking open.
I mean, they're not. Are hippos related to pigs?
I think so, but I'm not sure.
That feels right.
It seems like it would make sense, but
feels right.
That would also put them close to whales, if true.
Okay.
Okay.
Still it's bad that you can't cuddle with bears, and I'm concerned that I still feel this way after this story.
I mean, they're cute. I definitely don't want to be around them directly.
There are people who have tame bears, you know. Like there are crazy dudes in Russia who have pet bears.
Circus. I mean, circuses have had bears who have trainers who have very close relationships to the bears and stuff. Oh, they're definitely.
If you were really kind to them from birth, I think you'd probably be okay.
Yeah. So, any wild animal, you still have to show your dominance every once in a while.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like pets have to be predators, or to do anything, they have to be predators because it's a step up in intelligence required to be a predator, and that's what that's where all the animals you can train. All the animals you can train are predators, really.
Did anybody try training pigs? Pigs are smart.
Yeah, there's farm pigs. I mean, there's at least farm pigs that'll be with the dogs. Sometimes I've seen.
Well, I mean, but our pigs are natural. Pigs are naturally carnivorous, aren't they?
They're omnivorous.
They're omnivorous, but like wild boars, what modern pigs are descended. I mean, we've domesticated a lot of that out of all of these animals, right?
That's true.
Well, even cats and dogs, we feed them a lot of wheat products now. Yeah. Cornmeal and shit.
Yeah, whatever's cheap.
What about elephants, though? I mean, those are smart.
That's true.
Pigs are great. No, it's true. They're cute. Yeah. They're very cute. I like them a lot. Yeah, that's true.
The little pigs are cute. The pygmy, pigs or whatever. The little
pigs, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those are adorable.
Those are adorable. And they've got to make good pets because they are really smart animals. It's one of my guiltiest pleasures to eat pork because they're the smartest of the.
Do you think food tastes better the smarter it is?
I mean, pork is pretty good, but I like beef better, and I think...
You would ask that question.
I think that was a hoax. I don't think they did that small.
They're not guinea pigs, but pygmy?
Pygmy, yeah.
But they're not small enough to fit in the teacup.
Not literally.
No.
Yeah.
The small ones are just underfed.
I don't know. I was
thinking of just when they're little and just growing.
Yeah. When they're big, though, you got a fucking giant ass sow on your hands.
Mm-hmm.
They can get very big.
You will need a very big teacup.
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to get some of those pigs in the teacups at Disney World.
I don't know. Have you seen the people who go to Disney World?
Yeah, they probably widened the teacups out over the years.
over time, I'm sure.
There are people who argue it's straight out. They're it's discrimination that they can't get on certain roller coasters. It's no, it's the limits of engineering.
That means
what do you think?
You can't do that with a roller coaster.
It has to be safe. It has to be safe.
Yeah, it has to be safe first.
Yeah, you don't have the really tiny ones, but there are smaller ones, but those are underfed. Healthy pigs are supposed to be really big. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about pigs as pets. That's kind of a recent phenomenon. Yeah. I wonder how foxes are as pets, because they're so boutique now, because the Soviets only domesticated them in the 50s. So it's a real kind of
from what I know
pet.
From
they're kind of dog-like.
They're a lot more wild, of course.
Okay.
And they kind of need to be outside a lot. They also, it's hard to train them where to shit, so they're very stinky.
Oh, okay.
They're not good pets from a logistical point of view, but they are good pets from like a personality point of view.
Okay. So are they really domesticated then, or is it like they're more in the
tame,
process?
I would say.
Okay, gotcha. Because some people will claim that's like the most recent human domestication, but I didn't know how they were.
I guess I don't know how I'd compare them to like cats. You know, like cats are inarguably domesticated, but they're also.
I saw a thing that was suggesting that
like
they may have
subservient in the way that a lot of
themselves.
animals are.
I can see it. Yeah.
Well, what cats did was more adapt to being allowed to live in an
Foxes should not
environment.
be held as pets. They're pretty rambunctious. They can't really be domesticated, as far as I know. They will always be wild.
What I've heard is that there was a scientist in the Soviet Union that bred a lineage of foxes that like changed physically. They became somewhat more canine in their face. They had like changes to their tail, and supposedly changes in behavior.
Yeah.
Like that they were significantly better behaved or more domesticated than like.
And it's worth noting that I haven't seen much of those particular foxes, because that was like a specific breed of like black Russian fox or something.
Yeah.
I mean, do those even exist outside of Russia? I'm assuming.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but I have seen. I remember reading about like the different animals that we've domesticated, and they claimed that foxes were domesticated like in the 1950s, but I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, there was a fox dog hybrid they found in Brazil.
I remember that. Yeah.
Huh.
There's been some weird like.
Yeah.
Animal hybrids that have popped up in nature a few times.
We have done some weird stuff to dogs that we did not do to cats.
No.
That's true. Cats. I don't know what the people who breed dogs were thinking, but they have done some strange things to dogs.
I feel so bad for pugs.
Oh my god, pugs or like chihuahuas, dude.
Yeah.
Those things like are constantly like shuddering because their organs were never designed to be the size of jelly beans.
It's an amazing of a chihuahua.
But you seriously have to think about that.
It's true, yeah.
Like my aunt had a King Charles Spaniel or whatever that had been bred to be so perfectly that King Charles Spaniel shape that its skull was too small for its eyes. So like the eyes would occasionally like pop out like Steve Buscemi in Mr. Deeds.
I thought you were just gonna say
Steve Buscemi in general, but even more so in Mr. Deeds.
Right.
Like, but his eye would like pop out, and they'd have to like kind of push it. Like it wouldn't like fall out and like dangle or anything, but like it would exit the socket, and he'd have to like push it back. Like,
wow,
that's bad, dude.
Yeah, it's not good, dude. It's not right what they do to animals. Like, don't breed them like that.
Yeah, it is weird.
And we've done weird things to dogs, man.
Yeah.
Like
more so than any other animal. You have a certain type of pug breed that gets rid of all the health problems. They look less pug-like, but they still look cute. I mean, if they're healthier, that's good.
Yeah, if they can live satisfying lives,
and their faces do look a lot more normal.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I think I've seen. I don't know what they're called, but I do think I've seen those.
That's why humans aren't ready to play God. We got to do it like one time.
What the fuck?
I think it's funny that Reiko is one of the only characters that we've seen get like fatality in the story, even if it's his double.
You're sucking them off.
I still can't believe they put that dialogue in that movie, dude. I still can't
Dude, his soul sucked.
The delivery, too, yeah. But I mean, that movie was just a disaster all the way.
Oh, it was so bad.
It was terrible, dude.
They
even had a gnome cameo. Like, it couldn't get worse.
Yeah, was really good.
Like, come on,
that gnome was the deciding factor in a fight, even.
I know. It was unbelievable.
One that wouldn't have been needed if you hadn't conspired with the other Shang Tsung.
And then, of course, there's that main character who was completely pointless.
Come, we must help the others.
But yeah, bears held their own, man. We could not domesticate bears. We could not pull that one off.
I mean, for
Like,
a long
people
time,
couldn't.
it was difficult for us to even fight bears.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they're scary.
Yeah, until
They're
the Edge came out, dude, and people saw that movie, and like no one knew what to do. Only Anthony Hopkins could show us the way, man.
Until that movie, huh?
Yeah, nobody
Until
figured it
the
out
late
until
90s.
Yeah, until the late 90s, man. Nobody knew how to fight bears.
I've heard that if a bear is I've heard that if a bear is attacking you and the usual tricks for getting away from it or playing dead or whatever aren't working, you can try punching it in the nose. That might hurt it enough that it'll back off.
I saw a video of a cat scare a bear away once.
Oh, I think I've seen that, yeah.
Cats don't give a fuck, dude.
Oh, hell no.
They really don't.
Well, one of the things about the animal world is that whenever you see a tiny animal go after a big animal, the big animal is going to be like, what the fuck, I'm getting out of here. Because you know that the small animal has no shits to give, you don't want to fight it.
Right, and I think part of it, too, is like, I think a lot of those big animals...
Two keepers of time in one place.
The battle for Chronica's hourglass ripped apart time's fabric. Where there once was one timeline.
Yeah, then we're going full, like...
Shit. Multiverse, dude.
Yeah, we're doing full multiverse.
Damn.
But yeah, no, seriously.
I was just saying that I think big animals, too, are so used to those things being fairly easy for them. Like, an animal goes into shock, that, like, it might almost be like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not dealing with this. Like, like I could fight, but, like, why? Like, I can go eat something that's actually just stunned and afraid. And
most animals have the instinct where they just don't want to get hurt.
Yeah, right.
Like, even if they could easily win a fight, it's not worth it if you get your leg jacked up, you know?
Yeah, right. Yeah, because, I mean, there's no hospitals for animals.
Exactly.
Like, you can't just go in, you know.
No? Well, yeah, you definitely can.
Well, I guess you can go to Dr. Doolittle and he can, like, fist you if you're a dragon.
I can't believe they made that movie.
He fisted a dragon. That was in the movie.
I know. No, it's
Why are there dragons in Dr. Doolittle?
So he can fist them.
I think that's the only reason, to be completely honest.
But why?
I don't know, man.
Because it's not... Mythology was never part of that, like, Dr. Doolittle. Like,
as far as I know.
Wasn't set in, like, a fantasy universe. It was just a guy who talked to animals.
Yeah, I mean, that was the extent of the magic.
Yeah, all of it, dude. Literally all of it.
Yeah, I know. No, I know.
Like, what Hollywood... Was Michael Bay there being like, what if there was a dragon?
It was Robert Downey Jr. that, like, produced the movie, too.
That's the
Does
kind
he
of,
have
like...
a thing for dragons?
That's the kind of crackhead idea you expect from, like, M. Night Shyamalan, dude. Like, you don't, like...
Oh, there's another Titan. They're all the versions that became the masters of time in their respective universes. That's where we're going with this.
I wonder how far we're going to go. Like, how many different masters of time do we see?
We're going to go basically all the way.
Okay.
We're taking this to its maximum possible ridiculous level that we can. Like, we're not leaving anything on the table. Millions. But no, man, I
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
Even more of them. That also means there's another Megan Fox, though.
Right.
Although I don't think she says anything.
I wonder why.
Allies. Titan allies.
Again, if just take a drink every time they say timeline.
The timelines are the only two.
Dude, we wouldn't even be able to see.
Yes. Your comrades proved most resourceful. Thus, I have resigned myself to destroying your timeline. Knowing that others exist to conquer makes that choice much more powerful. Once I destroy your hourglass, your timeline will cease to exist. I will take great pleasure in finishing you one last time.
This is why I want it. This is why I want there to be like another stage play, because I want them to have like Shang Tsung.
Having to do this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, dude. It is that over the top. It is like
like we have gone to just a point of absolute ludicrousness, and every game seems to take it even further. Like, I thought them just fighting for the, like, magic hourglass in the last one was crazy, but this is...
You fight how I remember. I know what you'll do before you do it.
Likewise. Let's hope our advantage proves decisive.
Fight.
And then the stage, too, with the fucking, like, sea of time in the background and, like, the...
It's like some weird dreamscape shit.
Oh. Get out of here, evil universe Baraka.
Where'd he get like the weird demon hat?
I don't know. It's like it's like he's like almost trying to look like more of like a traditional Oni, like image or something.
Well, whatever floats your boat, I guess.
I do still think that I do kind of want to see them try and bring back that Oni character that was in one of the old games.
Oh yeah.
Draman. He wasn't a particularly interesting design, but I think just the concept of a full-on Oni.
Like Japanese mythology creature.
Yeah, like I think I'd redesign him pretty heavily, but like I think that as a starting point's a cool concept.
Yeah, and they'd have to differentiate him pretty well from Goro, though. I mean, obviously Goro's got the 4 arms, but he kind of fits like the ogre sort of archetype.
That's true. That's true.
I would also kind of like to see...
The collector from the last game also had a little bit of that ogre thing going on.
That's true, yeah. If we're going to talk Japanese mythology creatures, it would also be kind of cool if they did like a Tengu or something.
That'd be cool.
That was a weird little bird
dude.
Fighting by Katana's side.
That's so stupid.
It's just so over the top.
That's the thing. Like when the people come into the room saying like we should make a live action movie based on this, I'm like, are you insane?
I don't know how you do that, really.
I guess the first one is a little easier. There's not that many characters, and the really wild ones don't start coming in until second and third games. So like, I guess
you know who could do it though?
Who could do it?
James Gunn.
You know what? Yeah. Well, if they were gonna do a Mortal Kombat movie that was actually good, I honestly, James Gunn could probably pull it off, but I do think that the best, like in terms of choreography, would be to get the guys that did the Raid.
Oh yeah.
And let them just like throw in a very thin action story to just get the
not much of a plot, but you know, just make it look cool, yeah. I wonder what their take on like fatalities would be like.
Oh, dude, with that
fuck yeah,
that one dude gets the light bulb in the neck in the movie.
Yeah,
that was basically a fatality.
Dude, the hammers on the fucking train.
Oh, in the second one?
Yeah.
Did you see the second one?
Oh, the
I've only seen parts of it.
Second one's so good, dude. It's so good.
You know what's amazing about the second one is like the first Raid movie, I think is like it's like the perfect action movie. Like there's just enough story that like the main character is likable and you have a reason to want to see him like get out of the whole thing. And otherwise it's just like the best action choreography like ever. The second one is like a genuinely one of my favorite crime films.
Yeah,
like if you took the action out of it, I would put it up there with like Casino and stuff like that.
Yeah, easily.
Okay.
Yeah, like Casino and Goodfellas and Godfather. Like I'd put it up with those levels of crime movies. And the action is even better than it was in the first movie.
It's a pretty badass movie. You should definitely watch it.
It manages to like be bigger and more over the top, but it because it's all real and stunted and choreographed so well, it never like breaks immersion or gets too ridiculous. Like it gets ridiculous, but it always feels right. You know? Just because it's done so practically.
I mean, that's the nice thing about practical effects.
They even do like that level of quality action scenes for car chases.
Yeah,
that's hard to do.
Chases are
they
wild.
got like both the chase itself and then also fighting inside the car, like, and because they have the tiny GoPro cameras that they're able to stick all over and.
Good God. This dude belongs in like a shitty like 80s movie.
He does.
Fight.
That's what Mortal Kombat is. It's the best shitty 80s movie. That's why Mortal Kombat's enjoyable.
What it really, I think, is maybe more than anything is like in the 80s when like kung fu movies came over to the US and then they started making like ones for US audiences.
Yeah.
Like some of that stuff that like Enter the Dragon and stuff like Chuck Norris and movies like that.
Sure, yeah. Totally. It totally has that feel to it.
Yeah, the costumes 100% kind of fit with that sort of era of sensibility.
Yeah, for sure. All that David Carradine shit.
Well, and I mean, like Ed Boon, right? Kind of one of the co-creators. I guess both of the co-creators are like right at that exact age where they would have been growing up watching the like VHS, action movies in like the late 70s and then 80s.
Right.
Like, that's the exact era they grew up on.
That stuff inspired a lot of different things. I mean, look at Wu-Tang Clan, man. Like that.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's also from them.
They based the entire aesthetic of their group on all those movies, all those Bruce Lee movies and shit like that.
As you command, Shang Tsung.
Katana and I will fight them. You save the hourglass.
Yes, okay.
I like how saving it's just shooting a different beam at it.
You cannot
You think it'd be easier just to like run over and like smack him in the back of the head? But
just make him stop. You think that'd be a much easier way to...
Let me help you.
This fight.
I thought there were beams being shot at the hourglass.
Yeah, where'd they go?
You can kind of see them.
They got a lot smaller.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's like coming on and off. It's like
I'm disappointed.
I can't maintain,
conversion.
Yeah.
Does the power scaling become inconsistent?
Yes, extremely.
Yeah, we're going full.
I mean, that was always a problem with Mortal Kombat and the.
Hey, no problem. Have a good rest of your day.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming and hanging out and chatting with us a little bit.
Good seeing you.
Yeah, we're going like peak Dragon Ball Z with this shit.
We really are.
But ever since Mortal Kombat's like had story, I feel like the power scaling versus what the character's power is in the story is never really like
made sense.
It's never made sense. Well, now we have established that there is a multiverse where like the events of the last game created a multiverse where literally every character has a version of themselves that became the Timekeeper and made a universe.
That's crazy.
So every character from the history of the series got to make their own universe.
Oh, that's like
this is just the story of what Luke Cage.
That's like Mormonism, dude.
It is,
That's.
I swear to God, that is the wackiest religion, dude. When you actually understand what they truly believe.
Scientology is worse.
Unless you're saying you don't consider it a religion.
It is. It's a pyramid scheme. But
Yeah.
Well, we got him.
Good old tax-free real estate, man. Nothing like it.
I like how they always went home.
Thank you, everyone, for your aid. This battle was won together.
We're about to just... Yeah. We are about to jump into such a ridiculous wet place.
Okay.
All timelines.
We must take the fight to him. Destroy any power he has to make war against us.
Agreed. Shang Tsung is likely already gathering allies as I gathered you.
I mean, he showed up with the whole crew, but okay.
Assemble an overwhelming army from across all time.
We going full endgame with this shit?
Oh, he's gonna miss the...
Oh, shit. We can't pause it or anything, can we?
Actually, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Good.
we can.
Perfect.
Because I do
Perfect.
want him to. I do want him to be able to see just how ridiculous. So like what? So like we are at a point now where every character from every previous game has created a universe. Like even if they weren't part of the cast of the last one, it's just like every character that has existed within Mortal Kombat.
Even Mortal Kombat versus DC.
Well, I don't know if that one really counts.
Okay.
Although it is 8. I mean, it does have a number
See?
to attach to it as a main series title. So, I don't know. Maybe that's considered like a mainline game, I guess, in some way. But no, you're good, dude. You're good. No problem. I
Just make sure it wasn't. Just had to make sure it wasn't a board.
That's fair.
Sure.
Okay. Where the fuck is this going? What a weird shot.
I see there's a Quan Chi and a Shang Tsung. There's multiple Shang Tsungs in the background.
It is doing the
ninjas,
in-game.
yeah.
It's Armageddon again. Yeah, gender swap characters.
Okay.
So,
oh goddamn.
So did we want to do Shao Kahn because we got a whole chapter of Shang Tsung anyway? Or would Shang Tsung still be the funniest choice? You also have your, like the zombie man, which might look kind of ridiculous.
He's not as fun of a character, I don't think.
Yeah, let's go with
His
Shang Tsung.
personality is a lot less over the top. So
let's just do Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung.
Yeah,
All right.
cool.
That's what I want to say.
We're playing as the hero Shang Tsung. And it's like the Armageddon pyramid and everything. From that
Great.
game.
Lovely.
It's so stupid.
There is nowhere to run, Shang Tsung.
There's a good guy Shao Kahn back there.
Nice.
We banded together to rid all timelines of your evil.
I'm telling you, drinking game for the word time.
Such certainty, Liu Kang, that this battle will end in your favor.
It can end no other way. Because across all timelines, the arc of history bends toward justice.
Does it? This timeline, it bends toward me.
That sounded so sexual to me.
It did, yeah. That's like the kind of line we write for games.
Yes, it does sound exactly like it.
Are you serious right now?
Yep. No, well, and these are all the evil ones.
Yeah.
So everyone here, both good and evil, is like a creator of a universe. And these are all the good doubles that created their own universes and all the evil doubles that created their own universes fighting each other on a pyramid. It's so stupid. It is so stupid.
Oh my god.
Turn down the steps. It looks so silly.
That wasn't as majestic of a charge as
when me and Nadia played this, she said that the Titan Quan Chi, he's got weird plates on his head.
Yeah.
She's like, he looks like that thing in Little Mickey that got the tits on his head. Maybe just see him, I think you'll agree. The second he came on screen, that's what she said while he was like walking up the stairs.
That's awesome.
Alright, Shang Tsung here to save the day.
No one steals these souls but me.
what the fuck?
That's Johnny Cage if he was Liu Kang.
Alright. That's a look.
I shit you not, this like whole last chapter is like a sea of randomized like hybrid characters.
I'm good with that.
I hate me a rat tail, dude.
That's a bandana.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's just a bandana.
That's good.
Well, it could be a rat tail and a bandana.
I'm pretty sure it's just a bandana.
Okay, I hope so.
I could be wrong, but I think so. Well,
what do we got here now?
Female Ermac.
Oh.
It's a bunch of just shit like that.
Alright.
So and then Liu Kang is our partner that we've teamed up with.
Nice. Shang Tsung and Liu Kang.
Yep.
The dream team. See, that's what you should do with a movie, though. You should have them be like doing like a buddy cop kind of thing, where they kind of hate each other for like half of the movie.
Yeah, because Shang Tsung's like a loose cannon.
Yeah. I'm taking your gun and your badge, Shang Tsung.
Getting too old for this shit.
This fight you should not have chosen.
Lady Scorpion. There's a few of those. Because it is randomized, too, between a bunch of them, so I don't even know which ones we'll see. We've already seen different ones from the other time I played this. Stop.
I mean, if it works, you know. Like Shang Tsung struggling a bit in this fight.
I'm not quite as good with hit. He's one of the more, I feel like, complicated ones to totally get right.
Okay.
He has some solid moves, but a lot of it's about using these
combos.
Well, and doing them with projectiles.
Oh, okay.
So, like, doing these, being able to do this where the skulls come out of the floor, and then, like, in one combo, kind of change back to his young self, and then doing the other version of them.
Oh, okay.
So that, like, he's a little tricky to get, right?
Okay.
At least I have.
Oh, nice.
Sonya with the Kano on.
That's badass. Do you have a gnome handy?
God.
I think she's a combo of those two characters. She'd, like, a gnome would be, like, her primary weapon.
Yeah.
A reptile Sindel.
That's just weird.
I haven't seen that before.
I've got a lot of questions about how that would even come to be.
You don't want answers.
Multiverse, man. Just insane nonsense. This whole chapter is just that, basically. You should have smiled on his face. Oh, Goro, but with Shao Kahn's hammer.
Alright.
Hey, Fancy Nancy, what's up?
Just in time.
Ninja Mime!
Nice! That's awesome.
Love that they actually put that in there. How are you doing, Fancy Nancy? Welcome in. Not Ninja Mime.
They fall in.
Oh no!
You will be a dish best served
I didn't heard that one.
Are you impressed?
No, I'm not. I'm very much not impressed.
How much do you think they paid for?
I don't know. That's a good question, though.
No, she's kicking your ass, so
She's
doing something right.
Yeah, get that fuck out of here. Stop it.
I like how she's mostly been spamming the one move.
Yeah, the computer gets it in its head sometimes that is the best way to do it.
Well, I mean, that's me in fighting games, so I can't talk.
Fair enough. I like how we just seem to be, like, permanently on the same level.
Yeah, we haven't made much progress so far.
Your soul is mine. Hey, afternoon, dude. What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Is that female Cyrax or what?
Oh, no, these are the, like, kid characters from 10. So they got to make an appearance, but...
That was an appearance, alright.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good, man. I'm playing this ridiculous... Yeah, he is.
Yes, he is.
He's my favorite character.
Oh, without question.
Tanya Raiden.
Alright.
Yeah, I love what just an absolute nonsensical Saturday morning cartoon this game just turns into by the end.
Is MK gonna do a multiverse thing? It looks like they already did.
Yeah, no, they achieved the full climax of a multiverse thing just in this game, honestly.
I don't think you could even... It would be kind of silly if you even try to do it more.
It's the least strung out one of them has ever been.
That's true. Sure. I respect it for that.
But yeah, I don't know what they're going to do next time, because I feel like they already committed to the whole bit so hard. Kung Lao, evil Ray.
Okay, he actually looks badass.
He does. I like that the hat has the lightning on it, as well as...
Like, this is the first one of these characters that's come up where I'm like, hey, that's actually really cool looking.
Well, he wasn't cool looking, but I did really appreciate Ninja Mime.
Yeah, that's true. Goro with the hammers is nice, but also he's...
Oh, shit!
Oh,
Evil
fuck.
Ninja Mime!
Oh, shit!
What? We got saved by good Ninja Mime, and now we have to kill evil Ninja Mime.
This is kind of great. This is just such a roller coaster.
Did you fight Ninja Mime before?
I know.
So we just got lucky?
Yeah, we just got lucky.
That's
There's
awesome,
like, I don't know
man.
how many variations of this there are.
I can't believe we were just talking about Ninja Mime and then he showed up.
This is such a roller coaster of emotions.
He's not that tough, though.
Unfortunately, neither are we. There we go. That dramatic shot.
I'm so glad that happened.
Totally. Does Quan Chi look like the guy with the tits on his head a little bit from?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, actually, from a front-facing view,
Okay.
I think is when he really.
What the fuck? Puppeteering that shit.
Test your might.
There you go. It is kind of weird seeing Shang Tsung being this like physically badass. Okay, yeah, he absolutely does. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he
See, I told you there'd be 3 Shang Tsungs in one scene.
Beautiful.
If we picked Shang Tsung.
This is peak Mortal Kombat.
Yes, it is.
Hurry, Shang Tsung.
Oh shit, dude, Shang Tsung killed Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung better save him.
Who's on first?
What Shang Tsung is on first? Oh, and that's Quan Chi Katana. No, Quan Chi Melina.
Right? Why not?
So weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this
She
shit's
looks
just
like
ridiculous.
she looks like an Edinburgh like punk rock heroin addict.
Jesus Christ, that's getting me too.
Well, yeah, at least this is actually like some pretty edgy gameplay here, you know?
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty cool look, actually. Like
It's just very like
very strange.
where did the... Oh, cool. The Smoke was a cyborg character originally. We actually only saw him as human for the first time in 9 when they did the reboot.
Really?
So, but
This is kind of like the OG version.
yeah, this is like the version from like the arcades.
I like it. I never
It's
knew
basically just a gray version of what Cyrax and Spectre are.
Right,
so it's-
right.
They were able to just call it a model. But still, that's awesome that they put that in there.
But I mean,
I hope you can unlock that skin.
That would be so cool, yeah.
Okay, can you?
He's really getting you with that one, man. You sure you can win this fight?
There you go.
I gotta just show them on the ground every time.
His chest poon was pretty dangerous. Man.
It's only a little further, Shang Tsung. Follow
God.
And you can replay this you can go just jump to this last chapter and just replay this with every character.
Dude, that'd be so
That's
fun.
awesome.
That would be so fucking fun.
Especially from far away, he looks like he's got the like lopped off half tits on the sides of his head.
Johnny Cage has to be fun.
Realize, sorcerer, that you've brought this on yourself. Avarice and ego have again proved your undoing. We have no choice but to eradicate you.
With the help of Shang Tsung.
You and your followers. And once you are dead, all timelines will be mine.
I love that they went to the effort of animating it with every character.
So funny.
Can you not help but see it now?
No, it's stuck in there.
Yeah.
It's just that costume. He doesn't have it on his like other normal look in the game. It's only this like.
God, what happened to Adam Sandler? Dude?
That's I mean that
Little Nicky's a great.
a long time ago.
Little Nicky's a great movie.
What was that?
I said Little Nicky's a great movie.
That was kind of after he fell off for me already.
Yeah, you didn't like that?
I wasn't a huge fan of that one. I remember being a little more into it as a kid, and then like I don't know, I remember rewatching it and not.
It doesn't hold up.
I don't think so.
Fair enough.
This is a fun. Oh yeah, it's the dumbest kung fu movie you've ever seen.
What's with the snake?
Quan Chi was able to just like make a snake.
All right. He just took his pants off, and there's a snake.
Your position is
Okay, Harvey Weinstein, calm down.
Yes. The question you must ask is, if Liu Kang couldn't finish us, how possibly could you?
fight.
By being you, I guess.
Took a dictator test and it said I was 50% Mao and 45% Stalin. What should I be worried? What was the other 5%?
I mean, you know.
Like Shane's like Supergirl game.
What were the dictator options?
Yeah, what else was on there?
Yeah.
Was it only communists? You know?
Yeah.
You got a little Pol Pot in there? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, a little Ho Chi Minh.
Shang Tsung has saved the day from Shang Tsung.
I guess it's good not.
You are magnanimous, Liu Kang.
Please permit me to end this.
Mao, Idi Amin, Pol Pot, Hitler, Il Sung, Stalin, and Pinochet.
Okay.
No Kim Jong-un, though.
Interesting.
Huh.
Too new.
Well, like, I guess it would depend on what kind of questions are on the test. I'm sure there wasn't anything about, like, you know, how much...
Ankle?
Yeah, how much cheese do you eat every day? 30% Hitler.
Wait.
Oh, man.
Wait. 50... Was there enough room for 50?
Yeah,
30%?
how much percentage did you get
Oh,
total?
no, I don't want to take the dictator test. That's scary, dude.
I guess, like...
I want to be at least less Hitler that afternoon, dude.
But my question is, like, what makes you Hitler, like, versus Stalin? Did you answer the question where you said that you hate Jews? Like what determines what?
Yeah, I guess I don't know how.
I might
be on there.
Do you get points knocked off if you don't say I would run and cry like a little bitch if my country got invaded?
Was there like an option for like would you shoot yourself if you lost a war? Like you can
send it to me on Discord.
Sure.
I'll forward it to these guys.
Yep, I'll take the test.
2 minutes. Wait, okay. Do that on stream.
Sure,
why not? Let's do it.
That can be how we end the day.
Well, sure.
Nope, I'm behind the
I'll take
end the day with a little Hitler.
Oh god.
Time to let someone younger and
Do you have a little Hitler in you?
I also like how we went from that insane shit, and then it's just the characters at the beginning going back to their normal lives.
Decline. But Raiden, the new initiates arrive tomorrow. You must return to the Wuxi to begin their instruction.
Alright, let's take this test.
you are right. What about you, Takahashi? I need a blind swordsman, and no actor can do what you do.
So, hasn't come through yet, but
Yeah, I got you.
But my work.
We just take the test collectively.
that's true. We can argue.
Yeah, let's
argue over the answers.
Okay, yeah, sure. if we were merged together, like the knights who say me.
I must now depart.
Off to Outworld to advise the Empress.
Between her father and her sister, Melina is receiving plenty of good advice. And with the sorcerers and the general imprisoned, there are few threats to her rule.
Is something wrong, then?
I am simply shoring up our defenses.
Defenses against what?
Han and his Lin Kuei have abandoned their roles as Earthrealm's guardians. His brother...
Because then everything in this ending just has to do with, like, this universe's stuff that was going on for the most of the runtime.
I forgot half of it because the other shit took up so much more of my mental energy.
When the time comes. Madame Beau, once again you have served...
Still waiting on her to start kicking ass.
I know, right? When are we going to get to play as Madame Beau?
Yeah,
DLC now.
Yes. Hidden character. Somebody mod this.
You have served well as Earthrealm's champions.
Alright, let's see.
Okay.
I want to play Bowie, right?
Yep.
Joining up with you really has changed the arcs of our lives.
Okay, let's see.
I am glad.
Let's see, what's it say? Where's the start?
All right, gentlemen.
Okay, there we go.
If you're finished,
No, you gotta answer it.
Oh, democracy leads to periodic civil wars.
Not me. I'm still 3.
I mean,
I guess
it has happened in a lot of them.
Put us down for
a soft yes.
Yeah.
A soft yes.
Okay, what's next?
You gotta hit next.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I like Johnny's new look. At first I was like mad, but it's growing on me.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
I feel like that happens a lot with these games because they always change the faces like between like every game. So I feel like that you know it always takes a little warming up time.
Yeah, they've done a decent job of staying relatively consistent.
Better to kill an innocent by mistake than spare an enemy by mistake.
So
I'm gonna go with no.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say that's like, unless we're actually trying to be like, oh, well, how do you be a dictator? Like, that's a no.
Yeah, let's go with no.
I just feel like if we're too goody two shoes, like.
Well, yeah, but
yeah, that's true.
But then, like, does that make us more Idi Amin and less Hitler? Well, like, how does that work? You know,
right?
Like, what dictator has the test decided is the goody two shoes dictator?
That's a good point. Probably not Idi Amin, but I mean, this dude's getting 100% Idi Amin because he's the only one I knew 8 people. Alright.
Well, yeah, one last little.
Oh, nice.
They're going to do a second story mode for this.
Oh, nice.
The same way 11 had to.
Okay.
So, like, another year, it's going to be Quan Zero.
Quan Zero, that's good.
But the main one that's
Havoc.
Okay. That's the Havoc from, like, the old timeline, who was actually a Chaos God, not the hampered, like, less threatening one.
He's even got the little compass on his chest. I like his mace.
Yeah, he always had a mace in the.
I guess it's a morning star in this case, as well.
Damn.
Been here for it. I would have thought it impossible. Warriors from across timelines, clashing in combat.
Still got to get a couple more drinks in.
The death, the chaos. Yes, Lord Havoc. It's unfortunate it all ended so fast. The next time, it won't.
Nice.
Alright.
Fuck yeah.
Nice. Alright, where are we?
True gender equality can only be achieved in a socialist society.
That's a hard no.
No.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we could starve together, I guess.
I guess
if everybody's dead, that is true equality.
So in that sense, maybe. The gardener kills weeds. A dictator who kills communists is tending to the health of the country.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
No.
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 It's going to be very confusing what kind of dictator we are, but
because we're too good to dictate.
Politics is just war without bloodshed.
Yeah,
I can agree with that.
That's a hard yes.
I do think that's true. I don't like that it's true, but it is true.
Did you get it?
It does not. Okay. There we go.
Nope.
Having some trouble there?
Yeah, just not. It wasn't registering. In any country, you have a segment of the population that needs to be cracked down on for the country to achieve law and order.
True.
Yeah.
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 I feel like what that segment is going to vary differently depending on who you ask. But,
but there are definitely, I mean, the idea that society doesn't have undesirable elements is kind of insane.
Success is the sole judge of right and wrong. No.
No. It's moving.
Because it's got a load of ads,
Do not compare yourself to others. When you do so, you are insulting yourself.
I'm like neutral on that.
Yeah, let's put neutral.
Like, you need a balance.
Yeah, like you shouldn't obsessively compare yourself to other people, but also like if you don't have any good examples to compare yourself
what are
to,
you supposed to? You gotta grow.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen some people do some crazy stuff with Megan Fox's character.
Oh yeah, I do think she's fun to play as.
It's just her voice acting sucks.
Yeah. Gratitude is a sickness. Oh my god.
That's a hard no for me. That is a hard no for me.
Oh, that's cool.
Gratitude is not a sickness. Jesus. Military government is the only true form of government.
No.
Hey, I just feel like this test can't possibly go right. It's going to be like, oh, you don't have what it takes.
Human rights get in the way of effective government. I'm also going to go with no.
Yeah, hard no.
Okay. I just don't feel like I'd be a good dictator.
Voters
don't
don't decide an election. The people who count the votes do. I mean,
it depends on the country.
That seems like a technicality.
Is this arguing about the philosophical idea of this, or is it arguing about practically what happens in the real world?
Yeah,
I can interpret this as either way.
Right. I feel like I'm not sure exactly what that means. Neutral it?
Yeah, neutral.
Let's do neutral. To get rid of a problem, you must get rid of the whole chain of events that allowed the problem to arise in the first place.
I mean,
I don't like that retroactive. Oh shit! Okay, kept it.
I don't
know about that.
Again, it depends on what exactly it means, because it could be taken as retroactive punishment.
Three mind come together to make the most balanced dictator.
I give that a soft yes. I mean, you can't solve problems by just like. Well, you need to address the root cause of a problem.
There has to be forethought.
Yeah.
But I do agree with that. But I also feel like because of what this is, it could be interpreted as like retroactively punishing people for like new laws.
I'd also point out that there are some problems that can be solved with a solution that doesn't have to deal with every factor. Let's put a maybe. Let's just do a neutral.
I feel like that's because I see your point too, but I'm not sure how it'll be interpreted.
Okay.
Oh, this is that opening.
We're like equivocating over the phrasing of the sentence.
I want to know what I'm.
Look, if we're a dictator and we're supposed to be making our laws, we have to like go into what the words mean.
I want to be a dictator that takes his time to think about it.
Yes.
You can present yourself in a way that will make people think you are the most powerful man on earth.
Sure.
In terms of personal confidence.
Some of these questions are vague. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they're super vague.
Sure, let's go with sure.
Yeah, that's soft,
just because.
Education is a weapon the educator can use to aim at his enemies.
I mean,
most certainly can be.
Yeah. Economics is fundamentally subservient to politics.
No.
I feel like if you're not living under corruption, no.
Put me down for a soft no.
Yeah, because I feel like politics is subservient to economics, dude. Like the economic power pulls the strings of politics.
But also something so completely like corrupted where they're doing insider trading and
I feel like politicians are always servants of true economic power. I don't think.
I just say if they're doing all the investing though.
I think there are probably exceptions to the rule, so let's put me down for a soft no.
Okay.
Some people will just be naturally rich and successful no matter what they do.
Naturally has a problem with that. Like, what do you mean?
Like you will always find yourself to success, even if you don't start with it, or is someone that is born with money and comes from like a family will always have money? I'm not sure which one that means.
No, I think what it's saying is that there are some people who just are so talented or whatever that.
Then I'm going to go with no.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think luck and circumstance.
I mean, circumstance can. I mean, you don't know how many potential great people lived in horrific, impoverished situations where they never had an opportunity to
do anything.
How many future inventors and geniuses
think about that movie, like The Pursuit of Happiness, dude.
Yeah.
And how lucky that dude had to be, even though he was like such a talented individual. Like,
that's true.
He caught a break. How many people never catch a break? Dude?
Most people never catch a break.
Hunger is the most effective way to pressure people into doing what you want. God damn.
I gotta say yes.
It is an effective method. Yes. You shouldn't use it, but
you shouldn't use it.
Like, I don't do it,
but it's asking if it's effective.
Right, which I can't disagree with. A dictator cannot really oppress a people if they do not want to be oppressed. Oh my god.
No, because we have robots for that now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no on that one.
No, I think people can become ungovernable. I think that has, like...
Yeah, well, is that what this is saying?
What? Isn't that what it's saying? Like, it's saying if the people truly do not want to be oppressed, that the dictator can't oppress them, right?
I don't know. I think you can.
I mean, I guess revolutions inevitably happen if the people, or if they're. But I don't know. I mean, I guess there are people that will just kind of laze into a situation as long as they're comfortable.
Right.
But is that what that means?
I just think look at. I'm just saying people can be literally ungovernable. Like look at Afghanistan.
Right.
Like that country cannot be governed in any real way. Like
I
know. It never has. There's never been like anything other than like a facade of a government. Dude.
Yeah.
But I'd still argue that oppressed doesn't necessarily mean they are governed. It simply means that they're not really like free.
Yeah.
People in Afghanistan are not free even if they aren't governed.
Yeah.
I suppose.
I guess it's a wording thing where like, I feel like this we can interpret this several different ways.
We're equivocating so much. Making this test take forever.
I don't think it's a very well worded test.
No, it's like people who do not fight deserve their own. No,
Jesus. Absolutely
God damn.
A man cannot be intellectually intimidating if he is not also physically intimidating. That's not true.
Yeah, I definitely disagree with that.
I would not want to be at a debate with Stephen Hawking. Kick his ass.
I use emotion for the many and reason for the few.
No.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I would say no. Right.
Well, it's just a question of, are we talking about what I would do if I was a dictator? Like, what's a good way that I think would be the smart way that I would think, like, or what I think would make you a good dictator, or what I actually think? Because I think I would say no to that. But as a dictator, I would appeal to people.
Because I think this is testing us to see if we would be dictator material.
All right, so no. I mean, dude, we're gonna get like 0. I
trust no one, not even myself.
No, there's people I trust.
Yeah, and I trust myself.
And including me, yeah. To read too much is harmful? No.
What?
It is wise to attack someone who could potentially be an enemy, even if they have done nothing wrong to you.
No.
Oh, dude, Jesus. Humanitarianism is stupidity and cowardice.
No.
Wow. Would you need to toughen up a little bit? I mean, sometimes, maybe, but...
You can say a soft no if you want.
To feel secure in his rule, a dictator must make the people love him.
I mean, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, at least on some level, even if it's, like, brainwashed.
Right.
If you win, you should not explain. If you lose, you should not be there to explain. Like, you better kill yourself if you get caught.
That's kind of what it sounds like.
No. Soft no.
I mean, I think they should
how
have
bad
suffer if I'm like, if that's what it's asking.
Yeah.
Again, if it was like, if the answer is,
yeah, I'm gonna go with no.
Do you want to be good at this? Like, then maybe it's a yes. But
I don't fucking know.
People who live in the countryside are generally more pure of heart than city dwellers.
Nah.
No, I don't think that's true.
The Democratic majority will always know best.
No, that's definitely read one history book.
I am much smarter than.
Let on when I speak.
No.
No, I don't really try to like.
I don't. Yeah, try to pretend to be.
Yeah. Country cannot be a superpower if it does not have a strong industrial manufacturing.
Yeah, that's true.
100%
yes on that.
We're gonna get some Stalin points for that.
Politics is like boxing. Try to knock out your opponents, and the rest will happen in due course.
I mean,
it kind of is, but it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I don't like that it is, but it is. Everything is decided by a person's thoughts, so if a person is motivated, there is nothing they cannot do.
Well, that's not true.
Yeah, you can be stopped all sorts of ways.
Yeah. Alright, what do we get? We got Idi Amin!
We got Idi Amin. You interjected your cannibal vibes into our chest.
I feel like with the name of our show, that had to be what we got.
I really did not.
Are we gonna call ourselves the
What else did we get?
variety?
No, we are not gonna call ourselves that.
Okay. Wait, how does this scale work? Because that does not add up to 100% at all.
No, it really doesn't. There's a Stalin 50%.
So 50% Stalin, 60% Idi Amin, 25% Mao,
we did get 10%
Ilsung.
Hitler, which I feel like is a relatively low amount.
It's the lowest. It's the lowest one on here, and it adds up to like 200%.
Also, there's not enough dictators on here. They all lean very heavily to like leftist dictators.
I mean, there's Pinochet and Hitler, I guess, for right-wing dictators, and Idi Amin, I didn't really like. He was just a true dictator. Like the ones in Central Asia now, where there's not really like a political basis to it. It's just like he's in charge.
Right.
And there wasn't like an ideology.
2 right-wing dictators, 4 left-wing dictators, and 1 kind of centrist dictator.
True neutral.
Yeah, centrist dictator.
Centrist dictator. I guess that's what you'd say, right?
Sure.
All right, well, that's our dictator.
Great,
so that's why we're so that's why we scored so highly on that. We're centrist. And Stalin was much less of like he was not an ideological. He was more of just a dictator than a true communist.
Right.
know?
His whole thing was like, how can I keep me in power?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, and he just wanted the country to be like militarily powerful,
right,
and like industrially and successful. Right. But he didn't really care so much about the fact that they were a communist country or anything.
Right. Well,
no. We learned a lot today. I did not expect it to be Idi Amin. I was like, I don't know what's
now you can tell your friends, hey, I'm just like Idi Amin.
Now, again, don't there's a very particular context to saying that we should not be staying outside of it.
Yeah, and don't eat people.
Don't eat
people.
Sometimes. Almost all the time.
Eat people almost all the time. You heard it from his mouth.
No,
right now.
No,
that is not.
I think
that was not one of those Alex Baldwin acronyms. Like I'm not trying to encourage people to eat people.
Eat people all the time. Yeah, it doesn't really work as
it's not a good acronym.
Yep.
It's not as now.
And that's why it's not true. It's not true if it's not
I think we could make a good acronym. Would that make it true?
No, I don't think that should be the rule.
I'm just saying some people should be eaten, like it's
always be eating people. It doesn't quite work, I'm sorry.
No, it doesn't roll off the tongue. No. I'm not sure what the cannibal.
We gotta workshop it.
Workshop the cannibal acronym.
A BEP.
Eating
people. Yes, he uses it. That's a mouth.
All right. Well, when we come back next week, maybe we'll have that cannibal.
Always prefer eating people. That way, it's a reference to Apep, which is the giant Egyptian snake monster that was going to eat the world.
God damn it! I think he did it.
Apep. Always be eating people. Always prefer eating. But that one doesn't quite. The acronym works, but the second half doesn't quite work.
Yeah, I think we still. We will be back Saturday night. We'll be back Saturday night with me and Tim will be playing Elden Ring. I think that's the next one. Yeah. Yeah.
And what are we doing next week?
We'll be playing the Resident Evil 4 Separate Ways next Tuesday.
Sweet. Yeah.
Cool.
I look forward to that, man. Let us know if there are any other tests we can.
Yeah,
I feel like we won. I feel like we won.
We won because we got Idi Amin.
Yeah, we got
That's a good outcome. Idi Amin.
Idi Amin's cool, man.
I think you're saying that because you tested as him.
Forrest Whitaker won that. Didn't he win that Oscar, dude? Did he win an Oscar for Last King of Scotland?
I don't know.
That's a good movie. That's a good movie.
Wait, Last King of Scotland was about Idi Amin?
Yeah. He actually claimed to be the last king of Scotland. Like, he was insane.
Huh.
He was insane.
Oh, God, was
yeah,
he really?
Yeah.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah, I guess I don't know that much about him.
Watch that movie. That's a great movie, dude. Last King
right.
of Scotland with Forrest Whitaker as Idi Amin. It's fucked up, but it's a really good movie.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll have to check it out. All right.
Next test will be which serial killer are you?
Sure.
Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, it is. It's a really good movie.
I gotta sit down and watch that movie.
Yeah.
I think that makes us. We're definitely on the chaotic side, though. Because like Idi Amin was had lost his mind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Those questions were. Oh, James Franco's in it. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I guess and Carrie watched. Okay. Yeah, I really guess I gotta go back and watch that. Huh. All right, well there you go. We have to workshop our cannibal acronym before the next stream. Yeah. But otherwise, signing off, and we'll be back with Elden Ring on Saturday.
Remember, eat people.